We're live. We'll do it live.
Do it live.
Do it live. Hello, hello.
Make sure we're up and running.
We are alive.
We are alive.
16 seconds so far. I can already feel the pressure. It's mounting.
It's surmountable. And all right, folks. Oh, wait.
All right, for wait.
Make sure we're good.
It's okay. I'm used to waiting.
This also, gives us a little something for the edit.
Okay.
We're learning. We're learning a lot. Hello, more
All the time. All the time.
Human being.
Oh,
Okay.
I need to do that too. I need to get squared away.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to I Play Nature. Oh, I'm excited tonight. Let's get it. It's Major coming to you via live stream. Danger, you can feel the fire and the steam. In Mario Kart, I must take the lead. Assassination is my creed. I build borderlands with bricks of clay. Wanna hoop, you'll get crossed up on 2K. Leaving my opponents so dismayed. But it's all love, I'll still wish you good game. Major.
I play major.
A do 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 do, a do 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 do, major.
Major.
Ooh, I play major. Verse 2 coming at you. I'm with Pixel Reboot, Times Square on Fridays. Grand Theft Auto, the crime pays. I'm in outer space when I'm playing Warframe. A hater wanna smite me, I beat him 4 games. I always pop a shotgun, I'm battle-born. Jukebox to the stream, they love when I perform. This is an invitation to join me on the sticks. I play major, we
in the mix.
Hey. Welcome back to I Played Major, where I'm a major player and also happen to be a player named Major, looking to be a major part of your day in a major way. And we are back playing video games today. And I am indeed the voice of Clay in Borderlands 3. Smooth operator. What's good, Vault Hunter? And we are back with a brick of clay with the one, the only, the Slab King. You know who he is. Introduce yourself, Mr. Malden.
I am the one and only Brickception, the Mr. Punch Time, Mr. Left, right, the Meat Slab, the Doorman, Evil Brick, the Hulking Genius, the Slab King himself, Brick.
We love to see it. Yeah. And today, our first special guest of 2023. We have with us a well-storied voice actor here in the community. I'm going to let him list off a few of the things you might know his voice from, but we're welcoming him today for Brick of Clay because he is the voice of Wilhelm in the pre-sequel, if I am correct. Please introduce yourself, Mr. Bryan Massey.
Hello. Thank you. I am Bryan Massey. I'm kind of sassy. I keep it classy, even though I'm gassy.
Oh,
all right. That was live. We'll do it live.
Do it live.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm Bryan Massey. Thanks for having me on Brick of Clay. Long-time listener, first-time guest. And I'm super stoked to be here. Other things that I've done with my voice. I've done some anime. I did Bakano. I did Latarusso in that. I worked on Dragon Ball as Oolong the Pig. And I worked on other anime shows. Have you guys familiar with Star Wars? Yeah, right? I'm not in that. So I'm not in Star Wars. But I am in other projects we can talk about. Just not Star Wars. Sorry. Yo! Thanks for having me, guys. Wakey, eggs and bakey. Who's listening? Wake up.
Oh my gosh. You are so welcome.
Man,
for
Thanks,
joining
guys.
us.
You just blew my mind, man. Because all this time I thought you were in Star Wars.
I know. I'm not in Star Wars. I wish I was. I'm in. My other joke is you guys seen Titanic, right? Well, I'm not in
Yeah,
that either.
you're not
I'm
in
not
that either.
either. Yeah, these are staple jokes I give people because people always want to know what are you in. I'm like, I don't know. What have you seen?
Exactly.
And that's how it usually goes, right, guys? You guys know. You're
Oh,
actors. Actor
yeah,
talk.
they ask,
It's actor
what
talk.
do you
It
do?
is. It is.
Tell
It
them.
is.
And then they want to know, oh, would I have seen something you're in? And I'm like,
Yep.
well, you would have addressed me differently had you.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good way of saying it. That's good. That's good.
If you were a real fan, you would have asked for my autograph.
That's
Let's get out
true.
of here.
You ever get mistaken for other people? Has that ever happened too?
Oh my God. If
Voice
I go
wise,
live on
yes.
TikTok, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
me
please,
too.
Marcus, go.
Voice wise, please, man. Most definitely. Ooh. The most common one I get mistaken for is Ving Rhames, though.
I was about to say
Yeah.
you got a big rings quality.
Yeah.
You could play Marcellus Wallace.
I would have played Marcellus Wallace if he hadn't beat me to it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but yeah, I can see that. People always think that I get mistaken for Demi Moore all the time. Like, how you doing? I'm not Demi Moore. I'm sorry. No, that's not true. That's a lie. I'm just messing with you guys. Maybe I'll be Demi less. You're like Demi less. Okay. Some bad improv.
I like it.
Sorry, I'm in my daughter's bedroom, everybody, trying to get comfortable here. And so here we are.
You got the house to yourself, right?
I have the house to
That's it.
myself. Yeah, it's a just me and the dogs. Like I said, just us dogs. Just the dogs
Just the
hanging out.
thoughts.
And I wish I don't have a game console. I've played Borderlands like a couple times, and I played my own character in the prequel that Major mentioned, and I wasn't very good. So I got to be honest. I kind of peaked with Halo. You guys ever played Halo?
Man, I can't play Halo.
Yeah, that was the only game that's kind of where I fell off the map. Now I'm just I'll play Mario Kart sometimes. I like Mario Kart. Who are you guys in Mario Kart? I heard you say that, Major. Who do you? I'm Bowser. So as long as you're not Bowser, we can still play Mario Kart.
To answer both questions,
What are you doing here?
Halo is what Borderlands reminds me of,
Okay.
and so it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can.
I think
Luigi. Okay. Sorry.
I couldn't play it because of the fact that it was on Xbox and I'm a PlayStation guy. So all the
That's
people I was
fair.
playing Halo with, I was getting drugged the whole time. It was
Yeah,
horrible.
they're mean. That's how I got my brother dragged me into it, and he would use me for target practice. And after a couple of months, I started fighting back and got hooked on it. And then it was like an addiction.
Let's take a moment to catch up with the chat. Let's say hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Morbid Child. Hello, Jeopardy. Hello, Jaggy. How are you? One of
What's
our
up, crew?
mods. And thank you for the subscribe. She subscribed for 3 months.
Nice.
Who's that? Who did that?
That's Left Jaggy.
Oh, Jaggy.
All right, Jaggy.
Morbid Child says, how's everyone's Friday?
Rocking.
Excellent.
Rocking and rolling. Not bad
The
weather
Icy
out there.
Jade has joined us. Hello, Icy Jade.
What's good, Icy Jade? Good evening. Good evening.
Icy Jade.
You have to redo all of your progress in Borderlands. I'm so sorry. I'm catching up though. But you know,
Okay. Well, you
it's
know.
that journey.
But you know it never gets old.
Jackie, you trying to play some Borderlands? I see you. So, just to catch everyone up on the game before we continue, and I'm going to change that.
I'm laughing at Jeopardy Alpha.
I'll change the view for a little bit, and we'll see how the people feel about it. So, right now we are just trying to level up all of our Vault Hunters, and I believe this is the last one. So we're trying to get this lovely character to level 72. But I'm realizing, actually, I don't know if this is a positive or a negative. The modded weapon that we have is making things go a lot faster, but it's making things a lot easier. So I'm not
Yep,
sure.
it most definitely is.
I'm not sure, but we'll see. Um,
Yo, Brian, he has
Yes.
this gun that just obliterates everything. I don't care what he comes up against. It, he's it may be a couple of things he's come up against where he had to shoot more than twice.
Right. That's
man,
I
nice. It's like
mean,
a
like,
bazooka.
boom, it's gone. No,
Okay.
it's not a bazooka. What
it does
what exactly
look
is
like
it, Major?
it's a pistol. I'll show it
Yeah,
to you.
that's what I
Okay,
was
like a
thinking.
hand
It's a
cannon.
pistol.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes,
a hand
yes,
cannon that shoots a giant laser.
yeah.
Nice. Okay.
It's like a 357 on steroids.
Hey, what do you guys think of the Borderlands movie coming up?
Oh,
Hey,
we'll have discussions.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. It's kind of.
we're gonna have to do this again
I
and do
got
a
you.
reaction to the film for
That's
sure.
that's for you. You got me.
Right. Um, I feel like I don't have as much to say because my character doesn't show up until this game. You know, like
Okay.
if you're thinking about the odds of my character ever being in one of the films, I just hope it does well.
Yes,
That's
that's
the
true.
first thing I'll say. You know, right
Yeah.
now, um, you can no longer be kind of
This
successful
thing on?
if you
Test,
are
test. Hey,
doing
Vault
video
Hunter,
game
we
adaptation.
got an opportunity
You
for
know,
you.
Right.
we
You
have so
don't
many
want the
options. We have
mission.
some that have bombed. Like one of my favorite game franchises, Assassin's Creed. Uh, that film, they went so far from the source material that no one even wanted to see it. And I even love the actors in the film. So I
Yeah.
just hope
Good cast.
it goes well. How about you?
Right.
What are your
Yeah.
thoughts?
Yeah, Assassin's Creed. I tried so hard to watch that, and I still, to this day, have not made it completely through that movie. And that's saying something because I'll watch good movies, great movies, bad movies. If I'm interested enough in it, even if I don't even know anything about the movie, and I watch maybe 15, 20 minutes into it, I'm
Right.
like, okay, I've invested time and life and breathing in this, so I might as well see it to the end. And
I
I'll
feel
do
the
that,
same way.
even if it's bad. But I did not make it through Assassin's Creed.
I definitely
I,
didn't watch it when it first came out, but I recently saw it when I was in Maine for the holiday for doing Elf. I came on television on one of my days off,
yeah.
seeing as I couldn't reach the remote. I ended up watching.
That's fair. That's the other movie I was in, guys. Assassin's Creed, by the way.
Stop it.
I'm just kidding. They cut me out of there. I'm only the director's cut, which was a far superior film. I think the director's cut's 15 seconds longer, and it's got my face in it. So
That's
it's
your
the
15
better version.
seconds.
Yeah, it's actually 12 seconds, but who's counting? Me.
Me.
I got jokes. Hey, do you
All
guys
the
want to hear
time.
you want to hear my construction joke?
Jokes, we got one. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
sorry, I'm still working on it. We'll get back
No,
to the
no, no.
question. Get back to the
Uh,
questions.
You have
Uh,
sir.
I am excited about the Borderlands movie. I hope it is good, and I hope we all get to be a part of that universe in some way. So why not? I
yes,
hope it's
Icy
good.
Jade, there is a movie. It is, we don't know when it's coming, although Jeopardy Alpha has been sending me things to let me know when stuff is popping. We
Yep.
do know a few things that's going on, like I don't know how much I have to say either, because just like Clay, Brick is not in it either.
Neither is
Well,
Wilhelm.
at least
Neither am
Brick
I.
be in it, right? Either of you two didn't make sense for your
We didn't
characters.
make the film.
Like,
So,
oh, I don't understand it at all. Like, it's it again. I will always say this until they put me in the movie. Is that it should have been an animated movie with all of us as the voice actors that created the characters, still voicing the characters, except now we're working on a movie script and have it animated. And I just, no disrespect to the actors that are working in it, because I want it to be successful because that'll just shine greatly on us.
Right.
But
Well,
I just
may
think
I
it should have
comment
been
on that?
animated.
I believe,
It's fair.
Marcus, that that's bound to happen. And I say that because it feel like we have a few examples of that being the case, like the movie being made, and then there could be a successful cartoon series after it. And how about this? How about we, Brick of Clay, can make that one of our missions?
Okay.
Like, literally, we will be the first to talk about it since it needs to be talked about, as well as Brian. So,
Yeah.
one of the reasons that we're doing this, for me, it is extremely important for our goal to be reached, which is a Funko Pop of Mr. Brick,
Man, I am
the
bored.
Slap King,
Someone do something.
of the original
Well, the
Vault
hammer
Hunter.
mile tried to put you in the mud,
Right.
didn't it, Vault
Yes.
Hunter?
And I
Good to
think
see you're still on
Those
dry
Funkos are the thing, everybody wants
Smell
those
like
pops.
and betrayal.
Right.
Like the mud.
Speaking of which,
Why won't anyone pay attention?
one of the fans slash handler that I had at Anime Dallas, he found some ducks for me. So the next con I go to, I'm gonna have at least 6 brick ducks.
That's cool, man. That's good when people
Mhm.
give. That's a great way to for fans to. That's cool, man. That's very cool. You got those ducks now. Yeah, you never know what kind of stuff you're going to get from those conventions.
Yeah, that's why I
It
always
comes out
try
of
to
left
have
field.
some stuff besides just prints. Although I have some new prints that I'm going to be doing this year,
Right.
as well as the ones that I started out with, and of course my shirts.
But I was
And
bragging on your shirts when I was in the waiting room with Major. I was bragging about your shirt
oh,
display.
that's why you were saying where my ears burning.
Yeah, because I was talking about your shirts, man. I mean, you had a line whichever one it was at Anime Dallas. I think it was a couple
Yeah,
years ago. You had a line though. That was crazy, and they're all buying your shirts.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a wonderful blessing to know that they want to put Team Brick on the chest, and
yeah,
whatever Easter egg may be on the back on their backs. And it's really amazing when I do the cons and I go in to do my panels, and there are 3 or 4 or 5 guys and girls in there with the Team Brick shirt on.
right.
That's really kind of cool.
It is cool, man.
Yes, Morbid Child. The ducks are quacktastic.
Quacktastic.
Hey, Morbid Child is the one that gave me the Brickception in my intro.
Okay.
So she comes up with some good stuff. So don't be surprised if she comes up with something for you.
All right. I'm gonna be selling this TCU hat next time I see somebody. Very
No,
nice.
man, keep it. Keep it,
I'm,
man.
just-
Keep it.
I'm
I would
kidding.
like-
I'm kidding. I love horn frogs.
I loved your intro, man.
Thank you.
Say, off the cuff, that was beautiful.
Thank you. I already forgot what I did, but I'm sure I'll see it again later.
Even better. Even better. We'll clip
I have
it up
short-term
real
memory loss, so every
Oh,
5 minutes
wait,
I forget what I just did. What are
are
you
you
guys'
getting
names
serious?
again? Hold on.
I don't see.
Major and Marcus. I got it. Eminem.
Let me go back up Jeopardy Alpha, but we have Roland as Kevin Hart, Lilith as Kate Blanchett, and Tanis as Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
it's a murder's row of famous people.
Mm-hmm. That's why
Jack
I said
Black
I
is
got no.
Claptrap.
Yeah, Jack Black is Claptrap. Jamie Lee Curtis is a legend
She
in
is
her
a legend.
own right. So
Hats off to all of them.
I would go. If I wasn't, in the game and I was just heard about this, I would go just to see Jamie Lee because she
Yeah.
is a legend and I can learn a lot from watching her. And then Jack Black, I love Jack Black. He's hilarious.
Right. I just watched
so is
Blue
Kevin.
Steel with Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I just watched it. It was on Tubi. I watched it on Tubi. I never saw it. It was Jamie Lee Curtis was the cop, and it's a lot of. And I was getting a radio. Ron Silver was a fantastic villain. As much
He
as
always is a fantastic.
he was
villain.
great. Yeah, he was really dark in this, and but every time they see each other, they couldn't kill each other. They keep shooting at each other, and it was just like, oh, I was almost enraged. I was, what's the word? Yeah, just because I wanted her to get him so badly because he had done all these devilish things to her. But that's a testament to their acting. Jamie Lee Curtis is, like you said, an icon, and I've seen I've seen everything she's done. I haven't seen the Halloween ending yet, so I know.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either, but I do want to go see because I have to. Anything Halloween and Jamie Lee. The only one that I know I haven't watched was the one that she really wasn't in. I didn't.
Oh, right. I think it
Yeah, I
was
didn't watch that one.
Halloween H2O or one of those. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
It was one of those. I think it was the Rob Zombie version, maybe. I can't remember.
Oh no,
Anyway.
I know she wasn't in the Rob. She wasn't in none of the Rob Zombies because I watched that by mistake. It was like nothing was on, and I came across it, and I went, "Oh, this is new Halloween," and I was like, "What in the hell is going on?"
That's the problem with movies nowadays. You know what you get.
And then I found out later Rob Zombie directed, and I went, "Oh, that explains everything."
Yeah. Well, Eli Roth is directing the Borderlands movie. He's a horror icon. Directing. I mean, he directed he's better in the Inglourious Basterds movie thanks to Quentin Tarantino. He's plays Jew Bear in that, but he directed all those Hostel films, which aren't my cup of tea, because that's really I've seen they did affect me, but he's got a twisted mind. We'll see what he does with Borderlands.
I only watched the first one, but
yeah, the first one's all you got to see. I've seen two of them. The first two.
Yeah, I only watched the original Hostel.
Yeah, I can only sit through it once, put it that way. And there are a lot of great movies, but I can only watch that one. I have too much empathy. It made me really a little squeamish. I give him.
It got me. It got me. I give him props on that one.
Yeah,
I give him props on that one because that one got me because I was like, "What?"
Cabin Fever. That's the other movie he did. I saw that one too. That was another one. It's just buckets of gore. If you like that, you're gonna love Cabin Fever.
I was kind of out on Cabin Fever.
Yeah, I saw the dollar show when dollar shows were the thing, so I felt like it wasn't a bad buck, you know.
Yeah.
So I admired it for what it was, and you got to work with Cheryl Ladd. That was her daughter in that movie. Tying you back to the Ladds.
Right. True.
Yeah, Marcus is in a movie right now on Netflix.
Very much so.
Cowboys and Angels.
Had fun on the set there.
I'm always promoting stuff, and of course, Major was the genie on Broadway. Anybody that does Broadway, I mean, that's the goal. That's the end game for me. That's like checkmate. Just even off Broadway would be I love New York and that whole electricity, and I mean, good for you, Major. I like to talk to you about that. What was that like being on Broadway, man? I mean,
yeah, Major.
Well, the work is the same. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
The idea of creating a character and coming to work to make it brand new every day.
Right.
But the stakes rose. They were a lot higher.
Yeah, they were.
Now you're upholding the Disney brand.
Just remember.
And Broadway is its own brand. So, you're doing 8 shows a week, but you're also doing Broadway events because they're all going to help your career as well as that's how you network,
Right.
As soon as, and actually there was a hard shift, I will say, from being a standby to taking over the role. As a standby, you're welcomed in. Everyone knows that you can handle the workload, but it's not your full responsibility. Mm-hmm. And I would do things like understudy concerts and get to know other people in the industry and things like that. But when I took over the role and I was like the guy, then things started to change. Now people who you looked up to know your name.
Yeah.
They read that you replaced the Tony winner, and so they're like, who's this guy? And then you walk in spaces and there are people that you admire who say hello to you. And the workload on your reputation precedes itself now when it comes to musical theater.
Right.
You know, and the best part about it is that I would say that they can't really take that from you, once you do all of that.
Right. That's true.
Because let me jump in here for a second, Major, because my brother Brian gave me the legend, Cheryl Ladd, television legend that I work with. But didn't you work with Bernadette Peters?
Peters.
Amazing.
Follow my lead.
Yeah, so she's a legend, Broadway legend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
gotta tell that to Paige. She got her autograph, Bernadette Peters autograph, and she's a huge fan. So I'll tell her that when I talk to her later. That's very cool. We want to go to Broadway so bad.
I know, but I probably won't get but off.
I mean, I just want to go see Broadway. I just want to go to New York to see some shows.
I went to see
It's been a long time. Oh, good for you.
Color Purple, yeah.
The first show I went, the first time I went to Broadway was in 1990. I went to my high school. I worked at the shoe store Journeys, saved up for the trip to New York, and all my friends were the Padre. But I went with the theater troupe, all my theater friends in New York. And we saw, first show we saw was Les Miserables. So I was already hooked on that show. And then we saw Phantom of the Opera. Then we saw Lend Me a Tenor with Philip Bosco. And then we saw a Few Good Men. Yeah, great. We saw A Few Good Men with Tom Hulse as the Tom Cruise role, and Stephen Lang was in the whose Avatar fame was in the Jack Nicholson role.
Oh yeah, Stephen Lang. I forget about him.
Yeah, he was so
great character.
That's when I was sitting. I was just like, "Who is this actor? So amazing!" And then he's always been that actor that he's in tons of stuff, and you're like, you don't even realize it's him. That was always the dream, to be like actors like that you just go, how do I know that guy?
Because I think the last thing I saw him in was, I can't think of the title of it, but he's like blind.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes, okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Someone in the chat probably knows the name of the movie, but yeah, that was he was great in that. That's not easy to do, to play that blind guy, and such a twisted ending too.
Twisted blind guy.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute, what? Sorry they're breaking in this man's house, but
he ended up being. Yeah, it was a good twist.
Going on.
Yeah, it was a good twist. Extra. Yeah, he did get extra. Are you guys been watching the Oscars this year, or any Oscar picks or predictions? I think Everything All at Once is going to win Best Picture.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be worth it, because nobody might get you.
Yeah.
Too soon? It's one of the best things I've ever seen.
Oh, really? I haven't seen it. I haven't really. I saw Black Panther 2, so I'm glad that Angela Bassett got nominated, because she's amazing.
Yep, she should have.
Yeah. Especially, that's hard to do from a Marvel movie too, I would think.
Yes.
Just because they're the envy of Hollywood right now. So to get nominated by your peers in that capacity is very special. Yeah, and she was nominated for What's Love Got to Do with It.
And should have won.
She didn't. Yeah, I predicted her to win that year.
Right.
I think she might be a surprise this year. She's due for one. She never won. Yeah. Interesting. I like talking about the Oscars with my actor friends. It's just something to talk about. Do you want the EGOT, right? The Emmy, the Grammy, the Oscar, the Tony, the EGOT.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I mean,
and Major's already done Broadway. That's the Tony.
Major's already done Broadway. I believe like this: if I can get my Oscar and my People's Choice Awards, then I'll be good.
I'll take a Golden Globe while we're throwing those out there. I just one Golden Globe is fine for me.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
Hey, Hunter, what's going on, man? How are you, Hunter? The Oklahoma in the house.
Hunter.
They came, just so you know, Brian, Icy Jade and Hunter came when we had our one-day event out in North Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
They drove down from Oklahoma for it.
That's right.
Yeah.
They were friends with Nigel.
Yes.
Shout out to Nigel. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, welcome to the show. Yeah, Hunter. Good to have you again. How you doing? What's going on? Hope life's treating you well in Oklahoma. It's snowing up there, right?
Is it snowing tonight?
I don't know if it's snowing anymore, but they got some.
Ooh.
We barely missed it here in Fort Worth.
I saw some flurries a few days ago, like on, what was that, Monday?
That
Oh,
passage
you did. Good for you.
smack dab in the powder zone.
Look, it didn't stick to nothing, man. It was just swirling around the air.
And watches the show.
Yeah, but it's better than no snow.
Yeah, that's true.
I tell you, up in Detroit where I was born, yeah, it's 9 months of that usually. It used to be. I don't know what the climate's like nowadays. It's kind of off the charts.
Man, you know, as long as I've known you, I didn't know you were an 8 Mile child.
10 Mile, and for real, I lived on 10 Mile. Trailer park at 10 Mile. I even got a scar right here where I fell on the cinder block at 2, got stitches in my forehead on our trailer park in 10 Mile. So like my dad said, Detroit's a great place to be, far from. But that's where I started. my mom and dad were babies when they had me, so I was the first. And then we moved to Texas when I was 7, so I got here as fast as I could, y'all. My daughter was born here, and her mom was born here. My youngest brother was born here. But yeah, I was born in Michigan.
He said, "I got to Texas as fast as I could."
Fast as you could.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Check out this gun.
Nice.
Right, you see that?
Oh yeah, showing off the gun.
Disintegrate.
See, watch this, man. Everybody gonna be gone in a minute.
Is that the best you've got?
Is that the best you've got?
I like that accent.
See what I'm saying, man? It's like
Yeah.
squeeze off a couple of rounds and everybody done. Everybody.
That's all. Yeah, you're clean house there. You're like in a. You'd have
So we
much
got
more
some
success
snow.
than me.
Jeopardy Alpha has snow going on, and Morbid Child says, yeah, they're in the low 60s out there on the West Coast.
Okay.
It's gonna drop down to 50 on Monday on the West Coast.
50 on Monday.
Yeah, she's on the West Coast. Yeah, she's on the West Coast.
Wow, 50 on the west. Northern, is that like California? I guess.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
in
Wow.
Diego.
Wow, yeah, San Diego, 50 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Arctic for them.
Yeah, and Jeopardy Alpha just said they had minus 40.
Wow, minus 40. Yeah, that kind of that wins. Negative 40.
Man, I don't know how you do it, bro.
I don't either. That's so cold.
Like, minus 7 was enough for me when we had minus 7 at the end of last year.
Yes,
I was
that
like,
was
what?
Brutal. We had,
and I was out in it.
Yeah, that was not fun. My power was out for 5 days.
You caught the end of that, yeah.
Yeah, that was brutal.
We're blessed that we're on the same grid as the fire department down the street.
That's exactly what you want to be, is on the grid with the hospital or the fire department.
So
and then you're safe, y'all.
Blessed, yeah. It went out, but it came right on back up. Like it was out for like maybe 5-10 minutes at the most, maybe 15, and then it was back up.
Right.
So it's like that. Hey, the fire trucks can't. They got to have their power. What y'all doing?
Yeah. That's true. I tell you what, you don't appreciate that power till it's gone.
Power, water.
Yeah.
Because when we had the big snow freeze over, everybody's pipes burst and all that.
Right.
Man,
that's
rough.
That was February 2021, I believe.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, that was brutal. That was when the power went out. That's what I was talking about. The power went out on that one. It was a lot of people got their pipes burst and sad.
Yeah, it flooded out.
I helped a lot of people move during that time. That was brutal. I felt so bad for people who got flooded. And nice, and it was nice parts of Dallas too. Just the weather doesn't care where you live; it's going to give it to you.
No, it don't. It beat up Fort Worth, man.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, it beat up Fort Worth, man.
It
My
did.
house was destroyed.
Yeah, but Fort Worth, we're the gateway to the West. You know.
Yep.
So
if Fort Worth's not standing there, Dallas would already be gone.
That's true. That's true. We protect. I always tell my friends in LA, I'm like, hey guys, I'm 1 hour closer to you now that I'm from Dallas to Fort Worth. I'm 1 hour closer here in Fort Worth. So instead of 17 hours, instead of 18 hours, like it is from Dallas, it's only 17 hours.
It's only 17 hours
to drive, you know.
But I'm down south now, man. I'm almost in Waxahachie. I'm down
Okay.
here that way, man. Yeah. Further away.
Nice.
You know how Dallas expands north and south? Well, I'm on the south expansion.
Yep. I know where
So
you
it's,
are.
yeah. So, they almost connected to Waxahachie now.
Have you worked on that show, The Chosen? Have you heard of this show, The Chosen?
I've heard of the show. I'm trying to picture.
Well, I'm going to start my own series called The Unchosen and put everyone who's not in it on The Unchosen. So if you guys want to be in my Unchosen series, let me know. Because The Chosen's been going on for like 3 or 4 years, and everybody I know it's been on it except for us, apparently.
What is The Chosen? Because
it's a faith-based series about it's a faith-based series. And like everyone I know, they've been filming in all over the world with this series. It's like everybody I know is in it. From my friend Amber, who's in Spain, to my local friend Rico Fajardo, who's here in Dallas, Fort Worth. Everyone I know is Rico's on there, but that's been this never-ending series. And my joke is I'm going to be on The Unchosen. So get ready, y'all.
Look,
The Unchosen's coming out soon.
I'm gonna be right on it with you, bro. Right on it with you.
The Unchosen. Sorry, I'm making jokes.
Oh, speaking of which, now that you said that, hey Bryan, do you have a character on Smite?
I do. I'd have to Google myself to see what it is. Yeah.
Hey,
I got something on there.
I'm not in it.
God.
You're not in it. I'm not in it.
Hey, that's what but don't feel bad. I mean, there's a lot of things you're in you're a lot more Borderlands. I'm only in one Borderlands.
Hey, that's the running joke though, man. When we first started doing cons, and we went to Tulsa.
Yes.
And it was Bill was there, Bill Butts, Major, myself, Danny Chambers, Jim Ferranda, Maddie Morrison, and who am I missing, Major? Who am I missing?
Maddie Morrison. I'm rolling the Rolodex. I know everybody mentioned pretty much all of them.
I'm missing somebody, but
Wendy Powell?
No, Wendy wasn't there.
Okay.
Damon Clark? No,
Damon Mills. Damon wasn't there.
Damon Mills.
Damon wasn't there. But everybody there, this is the running joke. That's why I asked you that question. So all of those excellent voice actors have a character on Smite, including yourself.
Right.
So my joke is, I'm not in Smite.
I must have auditioned for I don't know how many Smite. Did you ever audition for it? I auditioned for that. What'd you say? I missed the button.
I'm not in Smite, and I'm never going to have the opportunity to be in Smite because Smite is no longer here. So everybody has been in Smite, just like you said, everybody's been in The Chosen, but you and myself.
Right, okay.
So everybody's been in Smite except me.
So how about we'll start a spinoff called Shite, and we'll be in it. Are you guys in Shite? Because we are. Have you seen Shite? Shite's my favorite game of all time.
It's the favorite game of all time.
Oh, I'm a leprechaun. How are we doing out there, y'all? I'm glad my daughter's not here to hear all this. She made me self-conscious. Yeah, okay.
Never mind.
She's 12. She'll want to see it because she was already impressed. I get to do a podcast with the genie.
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
My mom's here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she's in New York?
No, she's watching the stream.
Oh, hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
I can say Mom backward. Hello, Mom. You know, Mom upside down is wow.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I'm doing my best to PG. Say P.
Hey,
I'm PG. PG, Mom.
I'm waving
I respect
at you,
Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Hi, Mom. Your mom's a bomb. Sorry, I feel like I'm a mirror of myself, and I'm looking at myself on my phone here. You guys see me squint? It's because I'm on my phone. So, yeah, Mom, I used to work at the orange juice factory. I got fired because I couldn't concentrate. True story. Had a dream last night. I was a muffler. I dreamed I was a muffler last night. I woke up exhausted. Hey, try the veal. How you doing? Hey, this thing on? Hey.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Um, that was ridiculous.
It is ridiculous.
Listen,
Adjust your
Rodney
mic
Dangerfield.
again.
Yeah, it
So
is.
look,
He's the
when they
first
get ready
celebrity I
to
ever
do,
met. He's the first
yeah,
guy I
when
ever
they get
met.
ready to do Rodney Dangerfield's life story, you have to be in it.
Hey, I got to be in it. I got to give me a shot.
Yeah,
Hey, my
you
wife,
got look, you
please.
got to be Rodney. That's all it is to it. Hey,
That's
Oh
there you
man, there's so many good
hold
impersonators.
on,
I would love to be
guys.
Rodney though. Ooh.
Uh,
Yes.
adjust your mic for me. It's popping a little bit.
Oh, is that me?
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. I keep moving. I'm sitting Indian style on my daughter's
You're
pillow
good.
here. I keep rocking myself like I'm in a
Um,
yoga position.
try and wrap the cord around an ear so that it'll
Okay.
hold it up a little higher.
Sorry, guys.
I'll do the same thing too, just to be on the safe side.
It's all good.
This reminds
When
me.
I
I saw.
hear you, look,
That way,
I'm
you
so
won't be the
grateful.
only one.
2 years ago, I didn't know how to turn any of these things on. I'm so grateful that we're allowed to have a conversation right now from 3 different places. Please. And
It's the
if anyone
blessings of the COVID. Yeah. So.
with me, then you're just not welcome. You have to be nice here. We're figuring it out. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. I got this. Actually feels better too.
Well, there you go. We'll see if it
Yes,
helps.
Brian is definitely the king of dad jokes. He's got a million of them. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that.
I work with I work with a bunch of guys, and they always give me new material. I'm sorry, so we're always trading
I,
jokes, swapping jokes. I love it.
I think you should make a dad joke card deck.
Okay,
That
now
sounds like
dad a dad cook, yeah, like humanity against the
yes,
Cards Against Humanity, kind of, but with
yes.
dad jokes. Okay,
So that you can
Whenever
play
I'm
with it.
around Brian, I just listen for the jokes so I can say, oh, I like that one. I can use that one.
yeah, jokes are. I use them. I use this the construction joke. I use that one all the time, shamelessly. It's so dumb. But that's probably the one I've probably said it 2,000 times. It's pretty bad. But I like making people laugh. It's my Achilles heel. It's like it's fun to make people laugh. Makes me feel better about being me. And life's so serious, especially nowadays. You just gotta have a good time. Try to laugh it
Okay,
off.
Jeopardy, exactly. Jeopardy Alpha, you say you're not sure if it is Brian or Christopher Judge, the damned god of war. Is that a statement or a question? I'm not quite following, brother. Help me out. Help me out.
Uh, Big V Roman or Big Five Roman, thank you for the follow. I will follow him. Follow him whenever he plays games. Thank you.
That's beautiful, by the way.
Oh man, look. That's why I said, Brian. When I was talking to you, texting with you, I was like, we're very relaxed. We're gonna come on and have some fun. We're gonna talk about a whole lot of things. It's very organic. Our faithful audience comes up with great ideas. We have some in-depth conversations, and we're pretty safe in this space. All our energy is good energy. We don't bring in negative energy. So you just feel free to run with it, brother.
Thank you. And I was about to say the fact that we're all chatting, like Major was saying earlier, is a real testament to the benefits of the lockdown and all what we went through. Is now that we can all do this from home nowadays. It's crazy. And thank you, yes, Marcus. Thank you. This is very laid back. Honestly, I feel like I'm getting absorbed into this game now. I'm kind of just been watching it, which is
Yeah.
what you're supposed to do. And I'm wishing you could play my character because I suck at all these. I got to start. You know what? I'm going to get better. No more negativity. I'm going to get better at this game, guys. I'm going to learn how to play this game better.
Yeah.
I got to get a
There you go.
PlayStation. I don't have an Xbox anymore either.
Um,
I got to get a new console.
now, can you
So I'm going to
play
start a
as-
GoFundMe, guys, in the link.
Oh, okay.
Send me money to buy my console. All right.
Okay, so Brian, you're up against Christopher as being the king of the dad jokes.
All right, that's fine. I'm not out to win the dad joke competition. There's my friend. I have a friend who literally he's a friend of a friend. His Instagram is called Dad Jokes, and he's got the blue check mark to prove it. It's called Dad Jokes, and I can't keep up with all of his jokes. There's just too many things to follow out there. But Chris, I bet you can beat me at dad jokes too, man. I'm getting long in the tooth, so I forget a lot of them, guys. Chris is
Well,
probably
Jeopardy Alpha is saying that he thinks you are running a good chance of being the king against this Christopher who has a video on YouTube.
okay. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the faith. Let me think of another dad joke for you. While we're sitting here chatting, there's so many dad jokes that Rolodex through my head. I did work at the M&M factory for about 2 years until I got fired for throwing away the W's. But that was a long time ago. So thank you, Chris. Thank you
So
for shout out.
I love
guys.
it. I'm angry with myself.
Okay, Brian, I got a question from you from the West Coast, from Morbid Child.
Ooh, Morbid Child. Give it to me, West Coast.
She says, "Hey, Brian, if Wilhelm wasn't defeated in Borderlands 2, how would you feel about everything happening in Borderlands 3?
I would feel like the more Wilhelm, the better, right? I mean, I think. Thank you for the question. That's a good question. I think Borderlands 3 would have been a lot different if Wilhelm had survived, because maybe if he'd survived I don't know what it takes to get a pop, but let's make that happen, okay? Let's start the hashtag Wilhelm Pop today.
Yes.
So I think Wilhelm would have gotten a pop. Maybe. How many pops are out there for the Borderland characters? We have a live count. Does anybody know how many characters are pops?
We know that here's the thing.
Claptrap.
Again, I feel like I should have one. You should have one.
Well, you should have one a lot more than me. Yes, you guys should have one. I'm only in one game, really. I mean, it's playable character.
Well, if you're a playable character, I think you should have one.
Okay, did you guys hear that? Let's get going. Let's get all three of us a pop.
Big Roman said there's 20
claptraps.
Oh, we gonna fight.
Wow.
That means
wow.
Big V. We'll be talking about that. Pardon.
Hey, Tinsel B, what's going on, Tinsel B?
Tinsel B.
Tinsel B.
I can't sing, so I'll just mimic you or lip sync to your singing.
Might as well be. Thank you, Roman.
Yes, they have that damn butt stallion. Right. They had that butt stallion and the mushroom, but they don't have me and Krieg and Wilhelm and Clay. Come on, man.
Yeah, what's going on?
Now look, honestly,
can't get a Pop-Tart.
It makes less sense. But I'm here to support. Every playable character should have one, without question.
Amen.
I think if I get the chance to come back or be a playable character, then maybe we could talk about that. But definitely, we're going to fight for that. For everyone who visits us here at Brick of Clay, it's going to be about getting all of us some pops.
As your brother, I implore you to stop this.
Step aside, Alistair. Well, I trimmed the last.
Big Roman said, "I'd rather see more NECA or McFarlane figures."
I'm a McFarlane figure in real life, Big V Roman.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right now.
I don't know what those mean.
Well, McFarlane is Spawn.
Right, that's the Michael or John Leguizamo was the clown in that movie. Yeah. What's his name? I can see his face. He's in Kill Bill.
John Leguizamo.
No, the guy who played Spawn.
Michael J. White.
Michael J. White. Yeah, he's great. I love that guy.
So that's what you mean.
He's an Spawn. I would go. I love Spawn.
Figurines of those characters.
I do like McFarlane. I do like Todd McFarlane.
Yeah.
Did y'all see that? We ended her in 12 seconds.
Like I see you blowing stuff up. Level 56. See, I'll bounce back for it now. Everybody that's here, Brian, is used to it. I've got the computer in front of me and the TV on.
So that's you playing right now.
No, it's me.
No, that's all major. It's all major. It's
I
all
see.
major. But sometimes I end up getting absorbed in watching the TV screen because it's bigger. That way I can see the chat. But
Gotcha.
then I'm always like about 5 or 6 seconds behind what Major's actually doing.
Oh, there's the chat. I see.
Yeah.
That's why I was reading that question out to you, because I
No.
know you said you were
Oh,
on your
yeah.
phone. Yeah.
Right.
My-
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Recently learned there is a new feature called Guest Star, where it allows you to invite people onto your stream just like this, but you can do it through the Twitch app. So
Oh, really?
moving forward, I'm going to see if it's going to make our life easier, and that's what we're going to do. You know,
That sounds
Yeah.
interesting.
because then I can help everyone who joins us increase their following. Um, like we say, Brian could be here and then start his own Twitch channel, and then we have a place to do this together and play games together and all that.
Yeah.
I'm
If
happy
I
to
start
be
a
a
Twitch
catalyst for it.
channel, I'll start a Twitch channel. Do you guys want to watch me play Pong? Play Pong?
And there will be a lot of people who will watch that, bro.
Anyway, that's the first game I played. We slapped a mat over our TV in Royal Oak when we moved out of the trailer park in our first house. And remember playing Pong, man. I remember that's the first video game I played. Dinosaur.
Thank you, Jeopardy Alpha, for the video that you are sending me. Yes, I'm going to look at it and laugh out loud. And when you hear me laughing out loud from across the country, you'll know.
Is Hunter still in the chat too? Is he still in there?
Well, Icy Jade is actually in the chat. Hunter's in the background.
Hi, Icy Jade.
Probably
Okay.
making a sandwich.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like PBJ, please, with a little banana. Thank you.
All right, Elvis.
You guys, I got a friend that looks just like the Austin Butler guy. His name's Timmy Mack. He lives out in LA. He looks like his doppelganger. So we're going to film a movie called Pelvis. And that'll be coming out real soon. Check us out. Yeah, sorry.
Lord.
Sorry, Mom. I'm trying my best here. Bad
Icy
jokes.
Jade says that
He said whatever
Hunter
tastes
is actually the cook in the family.
Oh, nice. Cocinero. The cook. I'm the eater in my family. I eat. I'm the eater.
Thank you, Lord Hampton.
I'm the cook when it comes to the grill, so I know you get that
Ooh.
part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
grilling steaks and doing the barbecue and
I would let you take over my grill.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah. I trust you on a grill more than I trust myself on a grill.
To reveal the entrance, you'll have to solve them.
I just mean eat like chicken or I eat a lot of tuna. I eat a lot of broccoli.
Really be solving puzzles right now?
I use the air fryer.
Air fry.
Yeah. Major will air fry you. Yeah.
Okay. See, you both have more. I don't have either one of those, a grill or air fry.
I
just
have an air fryer,
grill
but
jealousy.
I'm not allowed to use it.
Oh, you do? Okay. I've moved plenty of grills and air fryers.
So I use the old school charcoal grill. I'm just, that way I can go outside.
Okay.
And I have total control of that. And she doesn't come out and say, "What are you doing? And why are you doing that?"
God bless them, huh? God bless them. God bless them. They rule the world. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Nice.
Brian.
Yes, Major.
Tell us about your experience auditioning for the Borderlands.
Yeah, let's hear your story.
Yeah. Okay, I was working on a movie in Austin called Lost in the Sun with Josh Duhamel was the star. I was working on the movie though, not on the cast at all, guys. I was on the crew. You don't have to be a certified teacher to work on a movie set as a teacher. So the main guy, the second guy to Josh Duhamel was a kid, like he was in 6th or 7th grade. I had to make sure he read his books every day. It was a job a friend of mine got me. Shout out to Amy Soto, who's a UPM. And anyway, I got this audition for Borderlands while working on that set in Lockhart, Texas, really, right outside of Austin. And I recorded Wilhelm in 2013 or 2014. I recorded it on my phone. And that was the first time I ever did an audition on my phone. because I didn't have any access. We were remote. I didn't have my computer with me, so I did that, and much to my shock, I got it. And I couldn't believe I got it off my phone. But they brought me in. It was one of those. I really did forget about the audition because you read for so many things, and you just never know what's gonna stick. The older you get, for me personally, the more auditions I do, it's almost like you don't forget all of them, but there's so many of them you can forget a lot of them. But that was how I got it, and I was elated when I found out what it was. So I read for it on my phone in my car, and it was freezing cold out. It was freezing outside. And it was this time, I think, 2014. It was February or March. It was really cold, and it's a 6-week job I had on that set, just being a teacher. I wasn't even a teacher. I felt like a real waste of flesh. I just flocked around the catering table, just ate everything. But that Wilhelm came out of that phone called audition, man. You guys, did you guys audition in the studio or in person, or was it your phone? Do you remember?
I was in studio. I went in studio.
Okay, you went in and read for it in the studio.
I went
That's
in and
awesome.
read for it.
Was that a gearbox or was that was it?
Yeah, it was at the old gearbox. It's not. It wasn't. It's not like the new one. That
the one in 75 in Plano around there. Or?
Yeah, no, that's out
that tall
Frisco.
building.
That's out.
They're in Frisco now, right?
That's out. It's right across the street from the Dallas
Cowboys
soccer. No, the soccer.
Oh, okay. I haven't been to the new gearbox.
Oh, you got to go.
I haven't been. Yeah,
you got to go, and and so they can walk you around for a little bit, because you can't, like the old gearbox. You used to could walk in and just walk in.
Yeah,
can't do that now, bro.
I'll bet not.
That's the first time I saw a Segway.
First time I saw a Segway was at the old gearbox. Shout out to David Eddings, who was the OG Claptrap. David Eddings went to high school together. So I've known David since high school. Yeah. And David he got me in the door there, and he was on a Segway. I'm like, what is that? And
standing up and rolling.
Yeah, it's so cool. And the Gearbox, they've always had a cool setup. I mean, they've moved around a few times now, right? Like Funimation, I guess, has.
Right.
They all move around.
I don't know if.
So Big V Roman says, "Woo, that's awesome." Talking about you.
His story.
And Morbid Child says, "Nice," with 3 exclamation points.
Oh, for the audition?
Yes,
thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks.
I can't remember whether or not I auditioned on my phone or not, because I think I was on tour, and I don't know that I had the comprehensive skills to do an audition on anything other than my phone.
Right. I still do my phone when I can.
Yep, pretty much.
It's all the phone nowadays. It's amazing. There's so much technology on these little things.
Man, I did a voiceover audition while I was on a cruise.
Wow.
On my phone in the bathroom.
Dedication.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
So much.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but I still did it.
Do your neighbors ever hear you guys yelling or screaming for auditions, or Sammy ever walked in?
Most of the time now, when I go in the closet over here, and I got a big blanket, I got 2 big blankets over the door, like those moving blankets.
Yeah.
To help absorb
Harbor
the sound.
Freight, right?
Yeah. And you know what? I don't know if it says Harbor Freight, but I think it does. Actually.
Yeah, you can get them at Home Depot. I deal with those every day. And the moving job I got. Yeah. Those are great.
So and I'm in the back corner of the house, my little football room / video game room / recording room. Yes. Okay. So I'm in the very back of the house, and I usually do mine. Like when I do my auditions, it's usually somewhere between 3 in the morning and 5 in the morning before people start moving around.
Wow, so that's early.
Yeah. I usually
way earlier than me. That's Mark Wahlberg time.
Yeah,
he gets up early like that. That's great.
Well, sometimes I'll fall asleep right here in this chair.
I complain if I get up at 6:30.
Oh, I still get up. I mean, I still get up a lot of times because the baby got to go to school, just like your baby got to go to school. So
Yeah.
you got to get up, even if you ain't doing nothing but say, "Come on, baby, let's go." You got to get up there
Yeah.
and get out and ready to get for the bus.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad used to just bring a squirt ball. If you didn't get up the first time, he'd walk in the next time and he'd start singing terribly and squirt you with the squirt gun in your face. So I don't do that to my daughter. I'm a little, but I just like to share that. I've been on
Yeah,
here an hour now. How am I doing, guys?
you're doing
Uh,
great,
Hour.
bro.
You're so
doing
Thanks,
welcome.
great.
man.
You
Thank
don't have to
you.
go anywhere.
Your
if you don't
energy
want
is so welcome, bro.
I got my hood here too. Could be a Jedi. No, not really. It's a...
And Morbid says you're doing great.
Thank you, Morbid. Appreciate y'all.
to. Exactly.
And Brian just gave you a tip. If you are doing this, is old school. You know, people don't think about it, but if you're ever out somewhere and you have a voiceover audition and you have a phone and you can't find a quiet place to go and do it, get in your car and drive somewhere away where there's nobody, or wait until it's really late and go get in the car and close up the doors and roll up the windows, and now you're pretty soundproofed inside the car and you can record. I've done that before too. I did that in Galveston.
Nice.
I was on family vacation and I got an audition. And I waited till about 2 a.m. and then I went down and locked up in the car.
I know that feeling. I've done that so many times. I'll do that again whenever I get the next audition. The same thing you're talking about. It's in the car. I drive to a parking lot, no one's around, or wherever I can find, and you just get, because there's nothing worse than when you have to do an audition. Where I used to live, my neighbor ran down one time, and she's like, "I can hear every word you're saying," and I felt so bad because I'm a loud guy by nature. But then I was like, I better get out of my place to record these. You're doing these screaming lines, or it's not like I'm singing like Major does. I'm screaming stuff like, you'll die, these monster lines or
Right,
whatever.
exactly.
It just sounds like you're threatening to kill somebody, and it's just a character audition. That's all it is.
No, really, I didn't kill anyone. I'm just working.
Just auditioning to kill somebody in a movie. Not for real.
Yeah, not for real.
I'm okay. I swear to God, I'm normal.
Here, can I borrow some sugar?
Now I'm having more fun than you guys. Did the game end, Major? Did I stop the game?
No. You're good. I'm just moving things around.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, brother Major will do that, and that's because there's the whole part of what we do with this is playing the game, and also exactly what you and I are doing right now.
It's chewing the fat.
Major has to really, 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 really concentrate on something specifically.
Right.
It's open time. We talking. The chat's going. We're having a good time, laughter, great energy. So you just keep doing what you're doing, bro. We on point. We on, we on that level that we need to be for this. That's why I always call it a streamcast. It's not necessarily a podcast in my mind.
Right.
It's a combination.
Okay, yeah, streamcast. I like that.
Yeah. I'm grateful.
Icy J says, "What is normal, really?"
That's a good question. Oh my God, Jinx, you owe me. Yeah, you owe me. Jinx, I called it. Yeah, that is a good question. Double digital surround sound. What is normal? That's a good question. What is normal? I don't want to be it.
Come on, I want the
Right.
damn challenge.
Back to the sound question. I have moving blankets as well in my closet, and I'm not heard because I can step all the way in it and scream to my heart's content.
That's great.
I have it all.
And you can do that. I had one set up in my closet during 2020 when it first happened, and I got I thought I was gonna have a nervous breakdown trying to learn Pro Tools and all that. It was really overwhelming, to be honest. I thought I was done for if I didn't learn the Pro Tools. Thankfully, we got through that crap, but that was a rough time. But the good things that came out of it was, what's this?
No. Go ahead. That's why.
Well, I was just saying the good things that came out were that we're able to talk on communication like Zoom and the way we're chatting now, and it's amazing, actually. That's all I was going to say.
Oh no, I was gonna ride your coattail on that because the whole Pro Tools and everything. That's all I was hearing is like, you got to learn Pro Tools, you got to this, and you got to that. And I was like you. I was trying to figure this out, and I was getting this loud hum in the background. And
Yep.
I had bought this microphone that I had at the time, and I was
Mhm.
trying to work this stuff out. And then Brent Anderson, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah, you know Brent out in L.A. The
Yes.
milk the milkman. For all of you who don't know who we're talking about, you've seen the commercial for what is it, lactate milk, uh,
Yeah.
with the cow and Mabel and his mom. That is a friend of ours. All three of us. That's a friend of ours. And
Ooh.
he's making his money with the
Brent
with the
Anderson.
lactose commercials. And he was the one that told me, he's like, man, just use your phone. He said the phones are so capable now. He said, don't worry about trying to learn all of that Pro Tools and stuff. It's very confusing. He said, if
Yes,
you
it
use your
is.
phone, get in a room. He said, put you some blankets up, some towels, a bunch of clothes, get in there, close the door. He said, and just record on your phone. He said, because your phone has got MP3. And if you don't have MP3 on your phone, he said, you can download an app and convert it to MP3.
Right.
So I say, I'm like you. That's what I do now. You know,
Garage band.
yeah, mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, it's great.
Because it's so much easier. I
It
mean, I
is
still have some
easier.
of the other equipment. Now, eventually, I'm going to get that other equipment going again because Major and I talked about a lot of that.
Mhm.
Nice.
And
Yeah, I would love nothing more for us to have a group VO actor game squad. Obviously, I'm pulling these words out of somewhere.
Game Squad.
Warden
Ooh, that's
tripped in the
cool.
factory and died of.
Yeah,
Well,
you
the
know,
doctor had to invent a new name
and
for his injury.
this is,
Called
I
it
mean,
fatal
honestly, this is
testicular
something I was
devastation or
always
some such
interested in
thing.
having
An
growing
innovator
up.
till the end, my
Only
grandpapper
child
was.
who was obsessed
See,
with
you
video
sniffed
games
all
and
those
whatnot.
riddles out like a saurian
And
in heat. Head back to the
now we could
terrace.
just
There'll be a
do
switch to
all of those
reveal the
things
entrance to the
virtually.
vault.
You know.
See, Winnie?
And I
The whole
am
town
always
can
open
enjoy
to
solving
suggestion.
elaborate puzzles as much as
I'm
you
starting
do.
with the things that
Yes.
you know
Yes, I do
that I'm
suppose the
actually
heart of
in,
an
so
adventurer
that
still beats within you, Vault Hunter.
there's a
Was
focal
there
point.
ever any doubt?
But
Never
I've
quite.
also fallen in love with the Borderlands community, and
mhm, mhm.
Fully
so I
energized.
just felt like it made sense to make this space for us to gather. And
Right.
like you said, as we were
Making
doing,
headlines.
a sound test, checking in and things like that, Brian said, "It's nice to meet you for the first time." I was like, "We've known of each other's existence for like the last what, 15 years,
Yeah, at least. Yeah, I'm about to say we have, yeah, it's how it goes. You
but
kind of all
never
you
been in the same room."
yeah, that's how it is. You see people and then you're like, oh, I've been seeing him at auditions all these years, or you see them, you just the same people.
Feel the
It's
power.
a small community, is what it is. Even
Mhm.
if you go to New York, it's still a small community.
Right.
There's a lot, but in the big spectrum, the acting community is very close. It's very close knit. You're
Right.
always 1 degree away from somebody you didn't realize. It's always how that works.
Uh,
True,
Funny
true.
you say that. That is the same here in New York. That's what I mean when I tell people that part of the work is the same.
Right.
Like there's just larger checks being written. Um, but like Marcus and I, we only go way back because we worked at the same theater.
Oh,
So
okay. Which one? What theater?
at
At
Jubilee
Jubilee,
Theater.
Jubilee. Yeah, I drive
So
past it all
Marcus,
the time, man.
I
I
don't
love the
know that
Jubilee.
Marcus and I have ever been in the same show at the
we've never
same
been in the same show.
Gotta
We've been in
remedy
the
that.
same movie.
Yeah, well, that's cool.
Yes, we have been in the same movie,
We
but
are
we've
in
never
two
been.
movies
It
together.
was like, as far as stage was concerned, it was like, I would go
This
and see
is Vault
Major,
Hunter, my
and
family
Major would come
legacy.
and see me,
Small price to pay, I
and
think, for Brent
but
Jacobs'
we were
corporation
never
back into its
mistaken
rightful
for one
hands.
another.
You have
But
my thanks.
our good friend Kevin Halliburton, there were very many times when I would be doing a show, and they would say Kevin Halliburton was great, and then other times Kevin would be doing the show, And they said Kevin Halliburton was just Marcus Malden was just wonderful in this show. And I was like, man, I'm at home watching football. What are they talking about?
Right. That's funny.
And
Truth
look,
in comedy.
the version of it I have for here in New York is someone sent me a picture and they said, "Hey, Major, I'm watching a show. I'm in like Ohio, and your picture is in this program." And I'm like, "What? I've never been to Ohio." The picture is of James Monroe Iglehart, who is the original genie in Aladdin.
Genie.
Okay.
It's a picture of him in stage. On stage in Hamilton, playing his
Oh.
Hamilton character, and it says Major Attaway and the cast of Hamilton.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, let me go outside and check my mailbox because I'm missing a Hamilton check.
Hamilton, you are not throwing away your check.
That
Right.
is tremendous.
That is
Pause.
funny.
Let's catch up with the chat. We have a new friend here, David Effin Steele.
Oh, David F. Steele in the house. What up,
David
David
F.
F.
Steele.
Steele, what's good, baby?
Welcome.
He said, I've got a question that Major may or may not remember. Oh, it's a question for me. Okay, it says, so Borderlands 3. So I can read it. Go back. Borderlands 3 had its final content with Ava Murder Mysteries, and Clay played a part in that final DLC, DLC 6. In that DLC, Clay's voice was super crisp and probably the best voice quality in all of BL3. Oh my, are you serious?
Well,
Major,
apparently
do
he
you
is.
remember if that was recorded from your home studio? As a matter of fact, that was recorded in my living room.
Nice.
Bro, that was before I had a home studio. Oh
Wow.
my gosh. That was a microphone on a stand. I took two room dividers, like you would get dressed behind, like
Did you
a
now?
wooden partition, and
Uh-huh.
then put
Tigers were made to
with
hunt,
clamps
not to
from Home
stand
Depot.
around looking incredible.
I clamped
Like a
the
places
moving
to be.
blankets, one on either side of that divider, to hold it in place. And
Uh-huh.
then on top of that, on either side, put a what kind of blanket? A fleece blanket. What's kind of
Okay.
thick.
Yeah.
And then stood at the edge of that opening with the other side closed, with a pillow on my chest so that it wouldn't bounce off of me, and a pillow behind me on the wall, and did that recording.
Wow, it's genius though, but you had to go through all that to make it sound good.
I did. I had to
Yeah,
do
good
all
for
of
you.
that and a blanket on top. So God bless you, sir.
God bless
My
you.
work has been recognized. The effort that it took.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it wasn't all of that you took. It is just nature.
Major.
Major.
Let us enter the
Got a great name, Major. I mean, I have name envy, obviously.
Head to the vault. I will meet
Major's
you
a brilliant name.
Someone said, your parents just knew, didn't they? And I said, I don't know what they knew, but I still don't know it yet. Appreciate
That's fair.
Well, they knew you had to be an entertainer or a ball player of some sort, whether baseball, basketball, football, soccer, or what you are doing in this world right now.
Right? Tinsel, what you say? I've never heard of these games until I met Major. Now, Marcus, I'm glad to be part of this community by association. I love that.
Well, thank you, dear. Oh yeah, you'd be catching up too. Huh?
Food coma nap and chilling with some green tea. Come on, David. You survived.
Oh, I forgot. Morbin said she was dipping out. She had to get to some food. Five Guys night. I was like, oh man. I was like, that was the last time I looked at the chat. I was like, oh, Five Guys. That made me want to get up and leave.
You made it. The
Five Guys is my spot, man.
Place is dead, anyways.
I had my first Five Guys in DC. When I was in DC, I had my first Five Guys.
What is First Five Guys?
Five Guys? You haven't been to Five Guys?
No.
Oh
Is that a
man.
pizza place?
It's hamburgers.
Oh, hamburger. Okay, I love hamburgers.
And they cook the French fries in peanut oil.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love that. Sounds great, actually.
They
Yeah.
have them
man.
down.
Oh, they have them here. They got them here now.
They do? I never
Yeah.
heard of this place. Five Guys. Okay.
Oh, bro, look, you know where the Parks Mall is.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so if you're coming out of Fort Worth and you take the exit to the Parks Mall,
Okay.
and you're going to turn right there by that La Madeleine's and head up into the Parks Mall.
Yep.
Turn in where that La Madeleine's is.
Okay.
And come back in the front and go all the way down to the end, and the Five Guys are sitting right there.
Okay. I'll check
Yeah.
that out. My daughter
you gotta
takes
go check that
gymnastics
out.
right by there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
She's in gymnastics right over by that mall.
ICJ,
Yeah.
where are you? The Five Guys shut down.
Oh, she's in all of a sudden now I can't think of it.
Well, she
Tell me what
used to-
she's in Oklahoma. No, she's in Oklahoma, but all of a sudden I can't think of where we went, Major. Where we went to the store. Why is my mind going all of a sudden? I can think of
What city?
nothing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Hear the first.
Ardmore.
Ardmore, Oklahoma. That's
Oh,
yeah.
Oklahoma.
I know Ardmore.
Yes.
It's on the way to Oklahoma City.
Right.
It's,
I had to sit here and think for a minute. I'm like, I kept thinking Durant. I'm like, it's not Durant. It's not
There's a
Durant.
McDonald's there. There's a Brahms. There's a Taco Bell. It's all. I remember that area because I've eaten at all of them in Oklahoma, trying to book jobs with Chris Fryhofer all those years out in Oklahoma. You got 2 lines auditions. You can drive to Oklahoma. You bet. Go through Ardmore.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To go see Chris Fryhofer.
Chris Fryhofer. He's been kind to you too.
Yes, he has.
Yes, he's good. Shout out to Chris. He's got a lot of good things going.
Yeah, they got something popping off right now. And I know they got a Tulsa King.
Yeah, that was
happening.
great. And they got that Reservation Dogs, and they got
Reservation Dogs.
And he just cast that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Martin Scorsese.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
okay.
it's called with De Niro and Jesse Plemons. There's more. It's a long. It's called Killers of the Flower Moon. That's what it was called.
Oh, okay.
Because I was following that religiously, trying to see if there was even anything. But they were. It was always Indians that can ride horses. You know, the breakdown services. I'm like, well, maybe I could find a way, some way. Looking for Indians to ride a camel. I've never been on a camel, but I'll learn. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm saying. I've lied in the audition room so many times. Can you ride a motorcycle? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I can do wheelies.
Stop it.
Can you skydive? I skydived here. I was dropped out of a plane to get here.
I skydived.
Every answer is yes.
Yes. Yes, and. That's true. It is yes, and.
Yes, it's yes, and.
Amazing. Amazing.
What we learn. I can't see the chat, so.
Okay, so ICJ, Major, that's a question for you. And ICJ says Ardmore is growing in the food places along with all the weed shops on every corner.
Oh, in Oklahoma. Yeah.
I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I heard that there are more weed shops per capita in Oklahoma than there are weed shops in Los Angeles. There's more in Oklahoma.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what it was at least a couple of years ago, I heard.
Hey, man, we might need to get an investment going, brothers.
I got a friend. My friend runs a couple of stores down there, Rick Moore.
We might need to get an investment going.
Yeah. They're all bringing these gummies and cookies and brownies.
So Major, me and my girl are heading to see Phantom on March 31st. Hope to see
Ooh.
you. I hope I'm there too. We should be there by then.
You gonna see Phantom? Is
The
it still
31st? That'll be 3 days after my birthday.
Happy early birthday, Marcus.
Hey, thank you, brother.
Yes,
Today
sir.
is actually my mother's birthday, man.
Ah,
Oh, well,
happy
happy
birthday,
birthday.
Marcus's
Yeah,
mom.
yes. Today would be her birthday. Send the best shops to Portland.
Portland's
Yeah,
a good town.
Pencil B is out in the Northwest.
Okay. I love the Northwest too, man.
Have you been out to Portland, Brian?
I have. I was there in the 2000s, but I was there even before that in the early 90s. My uncle, Uncle Gene, my mom's oldest brother, he lives right across from Mount St. Helens in Vancouver, Washington. He can see
Ah,
Mount St. Helens off his doorstep. So we went down to see him there, but we crossed over into Portland across the Columbia River or to Oregon. Sorry, but I've been to Portland for auto shows. I used to work for the auto shows too. Remember those auto shows?
mm-hmm.
I I got to go with a friend of mine. She basically took me to Portland with her, so I really wasn't working, but I got to go for free. I love that town.
Man, the closest I've been to Canada, Jeopardy Alpha, who is holding down Canada for us.
Oh, okay.
Uh, the
So it's
closest I've
Jackie.
been to Canada, and yeah, and Jaggy. I keep forgetting that Jaggy's up in Canada. Is Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo, New York is
Yeah,
that's
yeah, it's
I've
right
been
there,
there. I've been
Niagara
there.
Falls. Yep.
I've never been to Niagara Falls though. Did you go to Niagara Falls?
No, I was doing a show. I was doing a stage
Oh,
play on
okay.
tour, and we
Oh,
went
nice.
to Buffalo. We went to Buffalo. We went to New York. We went to Trenton, New Jersey. And we went to uh, everything in Michigan, from your hometown, Detroit,
Yep.
to Flint.
Oh
Uh,
wow. Don't drink the water.
don't drink the water, but yeah, it was too cold to drink water. It was like that was the
Yeah.
last
Don't
thing I
drink.
wanted to do
Yeah,
was drink
don't
any
suck
water. It was
the
cold.
ice. Don't suck the ice in Flint. That's a logo right there. Yeah, I've been to Bobolo Island, which is a little place amusement park that's on. It's technically Canada, but never been to really Canada myself. I've been to Buffalo, never been inside Canada though. Just Bob and Detroit is across from Windsor, Canada.
Right, exactly. Right across the
I've never
frozen
been there.
ass
I've
lake.
looked at Windsor so many times across the Detroit River, and I've never been there.
You know the big hotel, the big Ford hotel, the big
I've
sitting right
seen
there on
it.
the river.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. We were staying. Our rooms were there, so I could
Okay.
actually look out the window and see the ice across the river and to Canada. So like if I was stupid enough, I could have gotten on top of it and walked across.
Wow.
But I
Yeah, I
wasn't
guess
I wasn't that stupid,
that's crazy. Yeah, it's
because it'd have been
cold.
my luck. It
You
would have
know what the
cracked right when I
cracking
started walking.
ice.
Uh-huh.
That's another nightmare of mine, getting trapped underneath there. Ooh,
Bruh.
no, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Welcome to Michigan and Detroit. I feel like I'm overstaying my welcome. Am I supposed to be kicked out of here now? You guys like get him out?
No,
No,
Okay,
no,
okay.
no,
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 no.
no,
I mean, I'll
no.
hang
We're
out for a
not.
little bit longer.
Even when we release you, you can't go anywhere.
All
No.
right, I'm going to bed, guys. Good night.
No, you have to stay.
Where
Sorry,
am I?
sir. You
I'll go
are
to bed. I'll go to bed with my the
obligated.
Streamcast.
Look, even the chat is saying no. Stay, please.
Oh,
Please
thank
stay.
you. Thanks, y'all.
There you go.
Thanks, y'all. Appreciate
Please
that.
stay, Wilhelm.
Please
Please stay.
stay. Thank you. Very kind. You guys really do. You like me. You really, really like me.
I do. Yo, is that
Sally
Wilhelm?
Field.
Epic
Right. What year is that though? I know it's Sally.
NG. Yes, that is Wilhelm. That is my brother Wilhelm.
Yes, thank you. I am Wilhelm. Sometimes I'll even order McDonald's that way. The number one, large Diet Coke. Keep the change.
And they have no idea.
I did have tattoos from a Chechen gangster movie called Mr. Gates I worked on last year I think it was only on for one day, but thanks to Craig Cole for the job. And I had the neck tattoos on my neck, and I went to the McDonald's and ordered with one of the crew guys, and I ordered food. I said, I just arrived from Chechnya, please. I need McDonald's. No McDonald's where I live. And nobody laughed. They were horrified.
You know, you got to take me on some of these runs with you, and
Nobody
and
laughed. Not even the guy
I'll
in the
laugh.
car. Yeah,
Just
thanks.
plant
Yeah,
me outside. I'll laugh.
thank you,
But
man.
but I need you to hear this though, brother.
Brutal.
So epicing, if I'm doing that right, if not, bro, he says this is a damn dream come true, and he's referring to you being on the streamcast tonight.
Oh, thank you. Well, who said that?
Epic
Epicing,
NG or
Epic
Epic.
indeed.
EPNG. Okay,
Not sure,
Epic
but I like it.
MG. Thank you, Epic. It's very kind. I appreciate that. Thank you. I saw this and said thanks for the invite, guys. I'll be more than happy to join. The funny part is, Epic is that this stream actually, I believe it's scheduled to last for 3 weeks. So we have plenty of time, guys. We're not going
so
anywhere. Major's
David
got a lot of game planning.
It's like
to do.
Naked and Afraid.
David F. and Steele says that Epic is a big Wilhelm fan. Wow, I can't even say that 3 times fast. I
Yeah.
can say it 1 time fast.
Yeah, that's like a tongue twister. Wilhelm fan.
Well, I love
Thank
that.
you. Thank you. Me too. I'm a fan
He says
too.
number one. I'm looking at the chat now, so I'm not even paying attention to the game. I don't even know what you're doing.
Thanks,
yes.
guys. It's very kind of you.
Yes, number
Yes,
one
thank you.
Wilhelm fan.
Yes, thank you.
And
That makes 2 of us.
And yeah,
We're going on tour, you and me. The
Epic
great
is
Wilhelm
a
fan
huge
tour.
Wilhelm supporter.
Oh, thank you. If you can't be an athletic supporter, be a Wilhelm supporter.
There you go.
Sorry. So still a little. That's a
No,
little.
it was there. It was there. 'cause
It
if
was
you didn't
there.
say it, I was going to
I
say
robbed it from the movie Grease. All right. Yeah, thanks. y'all. I
Morbid says
appreciate
she
all
loves
that.
you too. Now I'm
All this
jealous.
adoration is too much love.
You done
Oh
stole
my God.
Morbid from me. I'm jealous
That's
now.
all, I'm only here for the adoration.
Chat. Do
We
you
need the hearts flying up.
folks, do you folks have any questions for Mr. Bryan
Yeah,
Massey?
specific questions for Brother
Yeah.
Bryan.
Thanks you.
I have some other stuff here. Let's see.
Yay!
Oh, are you a animation watcher?
Yes,
Not all of us
I
in the
love.
business do it.
I love
Yeah.
animation. I love. That's the first thing I loved even before movies. I watched cartoons. When I was 5, I wanted to be a cartoonist, but I couldn't really draw. So that's a big hindrance. But yeah, I wanted to be that's the first thing I wanted to be was a guy that drew cartoons. If only I could have drawn. It's like me wanting to be an opera singer. But I can't sing. It's a problem. But I love cartoons. I grew up mimicking all the cartoons. I used to go around the house doing impressions of all of you're despicable, Bunny Rabbit, Taz the Devil, Tasmanian Devil, all those characters. Yeah, Suffer and Succotash.
Get to that vault before the calypsos.
I love it. I love mimicry and doing impersonations and cartoons. There's so many characters that impersonate, and I grew up, I guess, with Hanna-Barbera, and then it became Looney Tunes, but it was always Disney was the end goal. Like I was a huge Walt Disney fan.
All of that.
And all of that was just the ultimate escapism for me. I used to listen to story albums in my bedroom. We had to listen to vinyl back in the day. There wasn't even VHS. You wanted to replay the movie, you had to listen to it on a record. So that was what I got for my birthdays, was story albums. And I would mimic all the parts and play them out. And then that led into acting, of course. But I love all that stuff, just escapism.
Favorite Disney movie? Favorite Disney villain?
The Jungle Book.
There you go.
I loved Sebastian Cabot as Shere Khan, the tiger. Great voice. I love Phil Harris as or Sebastian Cabot may have been Bagheera, but everybody in that animated, I listened to all their voices. Sterling Holloway was Ka, the snake. Trust in me. Yeah, I loved that. I got to give that one the proper due because I listened to that story album. It had scratches everywhere. I listened to it all the time. I replay favorite parts and the King Louis song. I want to be like you. I want to walk like you, talk like you.
Okay, I've got Major because I'm losing them.
You.
So Tinsel B had a question, Morbid had a question, and
Yeah, I got you.
Epic Epicing has a question for all for Brian. Jeopardy, I
Tinsel
believe,
says,
also has a question. I'm
did
starting
you
to lose
have
him.
any type of character you wanted to voice when you started? Any plans or just any at all?
Is that for all of us?
That's
I
for
think that's
you.
for you. I
Oh,
All of
think,
these questions are for you.
yeah,
okay.
I'll
Character I've
read it
always
again.
wanted to play. Yeah. Please, thanks.
Did you have any type of character you wanted to voice when you started? Let's make that a question about inspiration. But you kind of said that, but let's get more specific, I guess.
Yeah, I it's funny because I can't remember how he even sound, but Mighty Mouse. I wanted to. Here I come to save the day. I mean, I loved him watching a little mouse kick all those big cats' asses and yeah. Sorry, mom, butts,
You're good.
booties. Anyway, I'm cognizant. But yeah, I think I wanted to be the superhero characters. Who didn't? I also loved Ultraman, so I wanted to be Ultraman because he was beating up the giant monsters. It was a live action show called Ultraman. I ran around the house pretending I was him for a long time. Popeye, Bugs Bunny, the Road Runner, Wile E. Coyote. I
I
guess
was
a lot of characters that didn't talk too much
Oh, I think we
motivated me
have
too.
it.
I don't know.
Oh
I
yeah.
loved them all. As far as what I mean, Mel Blanc is the OG goat in my book,
Yeah,
but
he is. Yeah, he is.
I wanted to just, if I could just do 10% of what he did, I'd feel like I'd arrived because that guy was touched by God, as they say.
Right.
But yeah, that's, I think I wanted to be probably Baloo the bear out of all the characters the most. I wanted to be Phil Harris. Look for the bare necessities. And
Necessity's a
that
simple
was,
bare necessity.
I sang that to my daughter when she was in her mom's tummy all the time. So it's got a
Aw.
sweet spot for me. But yeah,
Yeah,
probably Baloo the bear. I wanted to be Baloo.
that's cute.
Yeah.
We have a couple of Borderlands questions.
Uh-oh.
Morbid Child says, "How do you think Wilhelm would have taken down New
Heading to an
Haven?"
outpost called Roland's Rest.
And then she says, "We know he took it down single-handedly, but is there any specific way you see him handling it?"
Uh,
Hi, hello?
That might be a little too niche.
yeah, a little bit. I
Iridian
think,
professors are like vault
I
keys.
think, good
Everyone
call.
wants a
I
piece.
think,
Gallows humor aside,
carefully,
a
very
Western
carefully.
should be quite
That's my answer. Cautiously.
I like it.
some tricks up my sleeve.
Epic
Yeah.
says, "Do you think Wilhelm would like any kind of animals as a pet instead of his drones? Maybe a pet rat."
Pet rat might be good. He might have something smaller. He
Pet
might have something
rat.
big like a pet rat. You think? I think he'd have like a ferret maybe or a mongoose like Ricky Tikki Tavi. I don't know. Or
Okay.
maybe he'd have, I imagine him having a larger animal like when I first heard it, like before I heard rat, I imagined like a rhinoceros or something like that maybe. I pictured him having I could see Wilhelm riding a
Riding a
saddled
rhino.
rhino.
Something he could ride. I like that. That's
What's
so
up,
great.
saddlebags?
Saddlebag.
Those are good.
That's amazing. Favorite voice actor growing up? Well, you said that, Mel Blanc.
Yeah,
right?
Mel Blanc would be a
Yeah.
favorite voice actor. There's so many voice actors. When I started, I think the first one I was aware of that was a voice actor was Casey Kasem because he was always on the radio when I was growing up.
Yeah.
And I was like, and my mom always remind me, that's the voice of Shaggy.
I was about to say
I'm like,
Scooby Doo.
oh, Casey, and
Yeah.
Scooby, Raggy, Scoob, what are we gonna do, Scoob? So I used to press. I love Scooby Doo. Who didn't? Until they got Scrappy Doo on there. Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, that was a little much.
I liked him back then, but looking at it now, it's cringe
Yeah.
inducing.
Speaking of which, since you brought those icons up, have any of you guys, as this includes the chat, the crew out there, the Borderlands fam, have any of you guys seen the new Velma animated series on HBO?
I saw that was trending.
Yes,
Now,
I
I
saw
guess
so as well.
I saw just a display of her. It looks pretty. She looks,
But you're gonna have to
I mean,
smash
kind of,
through.
it's sexy Velma.
Yeah, she's sexier than what she was before. That's true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I feel about it. We're gonna have pretty soon cartoons that look like us. You know what I mean? It's like it's gonna be we gonna be. I actually watched the news the other day, and I thought the guy on the news being interviewed was AI, wasn't real. I thought it was a fake. It was a real person though. I was like, oh, that's. It looked like maybe my eyes are just going, but that's where my.
Hmm.
It's. I think there's so many uh face or
Hey,
what's it
Flashy.
called? Deep
Mm-hmm.
fakes. Those deep
Mm-hmm.
fakes nowadays have got me second guessing everything I see a lot of times. Like, is that a deep fake? It looks like it, but I don't know. It's there's so much technology. They're talking about bringing back James Dean for a movie. You know, these bringing back. How do you guys feel about
Yeah, I
that?
heard that, and I was like,
How would
"What
you feel
now?"
if they brought you back, Marcus, from Cowboys, Cowboys and Angels? Next thing you know, you're in uh, Avatar 17.
Okay,
I
well,
mean, how would you feel?
as long as somebody in the family is still alive to get the check.
That's how I feel too. But a lot of
Yeah.
people don't like it. They're it's funny. I can see my daughter's trying to FaceTime me from her slumber party.
Oh, right
I
now.
just found her iPad. I'm gonna FaceTime her. She may not
You need to
answer,
go
but
answer?
no, I'm gonna FaceTime her back and see if she answers.
Okay.
Just while we're hanging here, she won't answer.
She's gonna surprise you and answer on the first ring.
You think so? I just saw that I missed a call, but it was right when we started. So you know what? I can't even figure out her settings. Forget it. She's at a slumber party with 12 girls tonight. So I'm kind of like, she's only been to one slumber party ever. It's a little weird for me, but
Yeah.
ages and stages, as they say, y'all.
Yeah, well, it's
Ages and stages.
like our house is a slumber party house. Like all the kids end up over here.
Yeah, that's our place is
Yeah.
too small for that. So we'd have to the house she's at tonight was a huge house. 12 girls just took her and ran her upstairs, and she's gone till tomorrow.
That's a lot of children.
That's a lot of children, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really, you're talking about 12-year-old girls who are tweens in the making. So
Yeah.
That's frightening.
it's a
Well,
different
I have to
world.
say we haven't had 12, not for sleepover, but we've had
Right.
6, 7.
6 is a lot. The most I think I
Yeah.
ever had
Oh,
was
bro.
3 buddies. I think I went to friends Garrett, Brady, and Donald. If they're watching this, I hope you guys
Hey,
are
guys.
alive, and then I hope you're watching this.
Hey, Brady and Donald.
True friends from my 5th grade
Oh,
years. I don't know where
congratulations
they're
on
at.
the new house, Jeopardy Alpha. He said he's moving into a new home. He and his mom.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, mom needs a new kitchen.
Build that equity. Mom needs a new kitchen. I'm thinking about getting my real estate license back.
You know what, man?
I thought
I hear
about
you
it.
on that. I hear you on that.
I let
I
it
hear
lapse.
you.
I got cocky and let it lapse, and now I wish I hadn't have. But it's expensive to renew that. It's like $250 a year to renew it. So
Yeah.
one year I just said, I'm not paying that. Maybe more now. Maybe it's less, but probably more. I let it lapse in 2010.
Yeah.
You probably could have jumped up a little bit once the pandemic hit and everybody was like trying to get
Yeah,
in their houses.
I got the books at home. Also worth noting, I failed the test the most in my office at the time. I failed the real estate exam 8 times or 7 times and passed the 8th time.
Well,
I
you
had
know
to
what?
50
Fall
bucks
down 7
every
and get
time.
up 8.
Yeah, every time you take the test, it was $50 for the state exam, and then 50 for the. It might have been 25. It was $50 to take the state and national exam, at least every time I failed it. So they told me the last time, and the guy said, "What are you doing different than you normally do?" Well, back then I was drinking. I said I didn't drink every time. He's like, "Get smashed tonight, and then take it." I got smashed, and I passed the next morning because I wasn't overthinking it. I just didn't care. So I'm not saying go drink, but in that situation,
A B
B
A
A
C
B
A
C.
B
I mean, like
C.
A B. And we're playing Borderlands 3 right now. Is that right, Major?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How many Borderlands games are there total? Who knows?
I'm gonna leave that to the chat. I think I know the answer, but I'm gonna let the chat drop it.
Yeah, I got to guess, but I don't want to guess.
I would say 10.
Yeah, I was going to say 11 or 10.
Yeah, that was my point. Was 10.
My educated guess is 10.
10's a good
Morbid
round
says
number.
6.
6.
6.
Come on.
Morbid says
Morbid.
6.
Come on. I guess Morbid knows.
Okay, so we might be counting. We might not. We might be counting the DLCs for those games too.
Oh. Well,
Maybe.
I mean,
David F. and Steele says 8.
8.
8.
That sounds.
That sounds better. Thank you. Do I hear 9? Anybody got 9? No, I got 9. Give me 9. Give me 9. Give me 9.
Can I
We got 9. Do I got 10? Do I got 10?
get a 9?
I have never, ever been able to master down the auctioneer bit. And I
My
admire those
dad
guys. Oh, your dad
was
can do
an
it?
He was an auctioneer.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great. That's
Yep.
yeah,
Sure
brother,
was.
that makes it. There you go. That's how you got your break. That's a
Yeah.
talent right there.
Okay, so we got Borderlands, Borderlands 2, Borderlands 3, Borderlands Telltale, and there are more than one Borderlands Telltale, if I'm not mistaken. I think there are at least 2 of those, maybe 3
Right.
of those. And then there is the sequel, the pre-sequel,
Yep.
and then Tiny Tina falls in with that. So how many is that?
That's right.
7,
7.
8, 7, 8, somewhere in there.
Right.
Tinsel B says 9. David F. and Steele says Borderlands 2, 3 sequel. Tales.
Well, I'm in the chat. I say 10.
Borderlands, Wonderlands. So he said everything I just said. And there are what?
I'm in the
And
chat.
there was a Chinese Borderlands online. I never knew that even existed.
What?
Chinese Borderlands.
That's what he says.
I'm okay. I mean, wow.
Borderlands
Sure.
MMO. Multi.
So he's saying Borderlands 1, 2, and 3, the pre-sequel, that makes 4. Telltales, and I think he's got a 2 by that, so it's 2 of them.
Okay.
So that's 5, and Wonderlands. I mean, is that 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
6,
And
yeah.
Wonderlands makes 7.
Yep.
7.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we were counting. I know we were counting Bunkers and Badasses and Captain Lilith.
I wonder if
Just
Borderlands
added to my
will be rated
Commander
R.
Lilith. Sorry, Commander Lilith.
Okay.
That's a good question.
You'll know it when you see it.
You
Yeah.
think it would be rated R, right?
I just found out that I was in
Yeah, I would.
the Commander Lilith game, which I think is a DLC as well. I didn't even know I was in it. It got added to my IMDb. I was like looking. I was like, where'd that come from?
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny when that happens. Like, wait a minute, what is this?
I was like, what is this?
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, I don't even remember doing this one. But that's why I said I got a bunch of DLCs that have shown up that I don't even remember doing. Like literally. I'm like you. I was like, I don't remember doing that.
it's funny how that works. It's true though. You start forgetting.
I feel like
stuff.
James Earl Jones. Like, this is CNN. And he didn't remember doing that, and they stole money from him for years.
Wow, he's man, and he overcame a lot to get where he is.
He didn't get any checks because he didn't watch the news.
Yeah, he didn't watch the news. He didn't know they were doing it, and he never got any money off of that until his grandchildren said, "Granddaddy, isn't that you?" And we're like, "What?" And I don't mean like his grandchildren, like his grandchildren, like 5, 6. They were grown grandchildren that were like, "Hey,
that's my granddad.
That's my grandfather."
Yeah.
It's like he didn't remember doing it. They never paid him.
Right. Wow. That's not surprising though, but disappointing.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to watch it, Brian, because somebody gonna try to steal from us at some
That's
point.
true. It happens a lot too. And people, I know you guys have both heard this. Like, were you? People go, were you in a blank blank commercial, or did you do an ad? I thought
Oh,
I
I've
heard
had
you
that happen.
today.
Had that
Yes, and
happen.
then you never know. It may be true when you put yourself out there enough times. Who knows what they're using? It's hard to keep up with all of it.
Right.
Look, what was it?
All the different platforms to display whatever work we've done on just a snippet here or a snippet there, or that
Mm-hmm.
Toonami where they use pieces of things
Mm-hmm.
on the Cartoon Network thing they do. You never know. People are like, is that you? Is that? And I'm like, no, that's not me. But I get why you thought it was me. It sounds like kind of like me, or kind of like you, or whoever is doing it.
Right.
And then we get, of course, then we have jobs where people are paid to do the art of voice matching. And
Right.
those are interesting when you try to voice match somebody.
I've
Very
done a few of
rarely,
those too. I've done a few of those for movies,
yeah, it's
Yeah.
like some
almost
movies that
thankless in a way.
were uh, Spanish movies in
Yeah,
origin. And when I say Spanish, I don't mean like Mexico Spanish. I mean Spain.
Spain with the
Yeah.
gracia with a lisp,
Yeah.
gracia.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I dubbed a movie. It was forgive me for not knowing the title. It's the biggest movie ever made in China. Apparently, I think it was Wolf Cry 2. And Frank Grillo is the actor. He's the only actor in it that speaks English, and everybody else speaks Chinese. And it was a big action movie. And Frank Grillo's the villain, and he's speaking English. And there's these amazing fight scenes. He's got a great voice. Well, they got the dubbing rights here at Okatron 5000. You know that studio.
Okatron.
Yeah,
Yep.
and they shout out
No
to
Okatron.
Okatron, and they had me dub Frank Grillo's voice in the American dub. I'm like, I gotta dub the one guy that doesn't need a dub, but they had to dub it because of they had to do it.
They had
But
to
I
do it.
felt so, I had major imposter syndrome. So I'm like, he is so cool, and then I'm trying to be Frank Grillo. I just, but it's a check. It's what we do, y'all. Not every job is it's acting. Sometimes you got to do things. You're like, it was fun, but I just felt weird replacing
Doing that.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Replacing him.
Right.
I'm like, I felt like no one's gonna like me doing this, but oh well. It's not my call. I'm just the paint.
I've had multiple auditions to voice match Jack Black.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Strange.
That is
Like Kung Fu
strange.
Panda stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
Which
Jack
I
Black,
love, by the way.
the Kung Fu Pandas are great.
Yeah.
I got to share a story, nothing to do with me, but Jack Black said in an interview, he said, talk about acting. He said, is there an actor that you lost to? And he basically said, you know who I lost to all the time? Philip Seymour Hoffman. He never thought Jack Black was going for the same roles.
That's
Wow.
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
But they were both always going for the same movies. And Jack Black and him are completely different. If you think
Right.
about
Yes.
their career
That
paths,
acting style and
acting
yeah,
style,
all of
everything.
that.
That just goes to show you how you just never know who they're thinking of you with. It's just weird to me. They're completely different, but I guess because they were both a little heavier, they were in the same category. I just thought that was interesting. I would never imagine those two guys playing the same role, much less auditioning for numerous roles over the years like that. But that's how it was. I guess Boogie Nights, Jack Black was up for that same role that Philip Seymour Hoffman did, and other movies. But
Which makes me wonder now. Remember very early in Jack Black's career
oh yeah,
where he was the
Demolition
lead-
Man.
Not even Demolition Man. We going back earlier than that. It was the I Know What You Did in the summer.
Last
I Know
summer,
What You Did last summer.
summer. Yeah, he's in
Part
that.
two. Part two.
Part two.
Part
Okay.
two. He's the weed smoking ganja Jamaican wig wearing white guy.
Typecasting, basically.
Yes. Now imagine Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, yeah. But I could see Philip Seymour Hoffman doing that too.
Wow.
Really, Philip Seymour Hoffman was so. Well, he was a real so many losses. They keep, what are you gonna do? But that's the great thing about acting is you get to leave it all. You get to live forever, whether it's in a video game or a movie or a animation or a Broadway show. You get to leave behind a piece of yourself.
And hopefully there will always be someone that will look you up check on
Yeah,
you. Say, oh, hey,
that's
man, I
true.
really like that guy. Where, what happened?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
my favorite is always like, oh, I love that actor. Is he still alive?
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, they're still alive. Are they still acting? I'm like, yeah, they're still acting, or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's the one you go.
Yeah, I get asked that. I get asked that a lot. I see someone who was in the production side. He's like, "Well, see, my daughter's swim meet, for instance." He's like, "Are you still acting?" I'm like, "Allegedly, yeah, allegedly."
Early in the career, that was one that would annoy me because
Yeah,
you see the old friends or whatever that you're an actor, and that would be the first thing they would say, hey, are you still acting? It's like,
yeah,
well, do you still work at the post office?
right, yeah, yeah. It's funny how that works. People just throw it out there so
I
casual.
mean, yeah, it's like,
It's yeah,
I know it was a hobby. You have to be done with it now. No,
yeah. You have to really want to do this
yeah, you
acting
got to really
stuff.
want to
You
do it.
got to really want to. You got to get that bug, if you will. You got to feel it in your gut. You got to want it with everything. And I know
I
you two
mean,
are super talented, and you just gotta go after it. You just gotta go after it, guys. If there's anybody
so
watching this that's
yeah,
inspired,
so are you. So are you. So
thank you,
don't
man.
even
Birds of a
don't
feather.
exclude yourself in that. Well, I appreciate
Thanks,
the love,
Marcus.
but I've known you, and look, going
Long
back
time.
on what we were just talking about, I've lost out to Brian on 2 or 3 different movie roles because we
I
were
feel bad
auditioning for
about
the
that.
same role.
I feel bad about that one movie. I lose that to people too. That's the game we all play. There's one
Which
guy
one?
down in Houston. It was a Vivica Fox movie. So This Is Christmas.
Yeah, so this is Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I didn't know who was in the. I think I had the benefit of not knowing who was in the movie before I booked that. I didn't know that Eric Roberts, Vivica Fox, Titus Megan.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know any of those guys. I
Yep.
didn't know any. They were
Exactly.
all in the. I just knew it was an audition. I didn't put any. I didn't put pressure on myself as I usually do, and I'm like, oh God, Denzel Washington's in this, or you know what I mean. You want to work with these titans of acting that you've grown up admiring. You want to work with the
Mm-hmm.
greats.
It's funny you said that. I've done that a couple times here with musical theater auditions, uh, where I wish that I wouldn't have known who was in it before I auditioned because I could have
Yep.
just did my thing. But
Yeah.
when you say major, you have an audition for Oklahoma, and it's going to be starring Wolverine.
Right. Yeah. Hugh Jackman.
And that was
You
the problem.
Wolverine Jackman.
When I went in there, I was like, I'm about to sing with Wolverine.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I agree. It's
And they were
funny
like,
how.
no, you're not.
Hey, wait a minute. Did you take your claws?
Pretty much. And you know what happened again? I had another audition, and they were like, yeah, this show is going to star Harry Potter. I was like,
That's a big one
no.
too.
You should have
Okay.
taken your Wolverine claws.
Your Wolverine claws.
Exactly.
Pretend that Wolverine's Harry Potter and Harry Potter's Wolverine. Switch them. Maybe that'll help.
Well, people said that Daniel Radcliffe would make a good next Wolverine.
Oh, we're talking about casting. Yeah, I like. Who else? They got that Taron Egerton.
Taron Egerton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love Rocket Man. I love that movie. I thought Rocket
Baloney,
Man was great.
one of our good
Baloney
friends,
got a shout out for you.
Baloney Cheese says, OMG, is this the Wilhelm?
Bologna cheese.
It is.
Yes, hello, bologna cheese.
Straight from Hyperion.
Bologna cheese is one of my favorite sandwiches.
That's right.
Bologna cheese and mayo. Mayonnaise. That's Iron Eagle. Or that's Officer and a Gentleman, Lou Gossett Jr.
Nice.
Lou Gossett.
Mayonnaise. Richard Gere's character's name Mayo. Louis Gossett won an
Yes,
Oscar
you
for
are
that.
right. Lou Gossett Jr., man.
He won an Oscar for that. Shout out
Yeah,
to
he
Louis
did.
Gossett and Dennis Quaid and Enemy Mine, too. Guys,
Boy,
watch that. A good
you talking
80s
about,
movie.
listen,
Enemy Mine.
all the
The
Borderlands
German
fans,
director. Yeah.
when you see Enemy Mine, go dig it up out of the past and watch it. Now, we're talking about how great Lou Gossett Jr. was. He did the voice of the creature that he was playing.
Yep.
There was no auto-tune, no computer modulation, none of that. He
did his
that
alien
voice on
dialect.
his own. His alien dialect and his voice. all on his own as an actor. There was none of it was computer enhanced, none of it was auto tuned, none of that. That's
Nowadays,
just
it's
how,
all that.
yeah. Nowadays, it's all of that,
Yep,
except when it comes to Borderlands. We
Hey,
of
are
course.
who we are, which
We
is great.
are who we are.
Yes, which is greatness.
It is greatness. Oh, that's a okay rocket launcher,
this is a
hand cannon.
yes.
Hand cannon is always a. First time I heard hand cannon was the movie Blade Runner.
Torque.
Goddamn hand cannon.
Wait, did they steal my whip? Oh no, it's right here.
There it is.
I am the
I was about to
greatest.
say that is unacceptable. Bloney said, "I was the only character worth playing in the game. I love my Wilhelm." Oh,
Thanks, Baloney.
And
Baloney.
Morbid chimed
I
in
say
with that. She
baloney.
played him too.
What's that?
I said Morbid chimed in, says she played with you too.
Oh, thank you guys. I appreciate that. I just play with myself. I always have. It's a pleasure. You're gonna edit that out, right?
no,
No, definitely not.
Like
Or
Scoob, what am I gonna do?
That's gonna
Or
be
in the words of Brick, hell no.
Hell no. Slab.
That's gonna be the teaser for the episode.
Use it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
No, Anne Hathaway is too skinny. She's too small. Moxie has to have some shape to her.
Yeah. Anne Hathaway's got that role, right?
She's a great actress, but physically,
right. I agree with
she's
you.
a little too thin.
I agree. Yeah, I wonder who's going to get cast as Wolverine. That's a big one.
Right.
I mean, Hugh Jackman's going to play that as long as he can. You know it.
Right.
Doing that
Look, if
Deadpool.
I was Hugh Jackman, I wouldn't give it up either.
No, especially not now when it's going to Marvel finally.
Right. This last movie he's about to make, or I'll say next for now, but I'm assuming is going to make him more movie than all the other ones.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way it doesn't sell better than every other movie he's already made.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, it's a testament because he was one of the first people to give us a fully fleshed out Marvel character. I mean, after Wesley Snipes, you know, and he lived through that Bryan Singer situation where some of that was kind of, you know, it was a little iffy,
right?
Storytelling wise. And so the fact that he could live through that, have his own spinoff series, it's great.
Yep. And do the greatest show on earth. He's great
right.
in that
Actually,
movie.
I never saw that movie.
Oh, really? Well, I got the two ladies I live with. They made me watch it. They loved it. So of course, if they
I never saw it either.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Your TV on?
It's pretty good. Someone has their TV on, not me.
One of you two. I'm here.
It's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. I can't reach it right now unless you got to take me out so I can reach it.
Vault Hunter, Carnivora just started broadcasting across the EchoNet. The sacrifice is about to begin. Don't let anything get between you and Tanis.
It's like Survivor. So I survived. Now Marcus is gone. So now it's just between you and me.
Major, what's up? Smooth operator. What's good, Vault Hunter?
Smooth operator. That's their handle.
No, that is Clay. His catchphrase.
Oh, okay. Smooth, like the Sade song.
Yes, exactly.
Smooth operator.
That's it.
Yeah, you do it better than me.
Coast to coast, LA to Chicago. Yeah.
I can lip sync. You sing, I'll lip sync.
Wow, this gun is strong. Oh. You good? Rick.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're at Carnival now. Look at this place.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, this place is literally called Carnivora. Oh, and this is where, in case you're unfamiliar with this cast, this is Penn and Teller. Funny that it's
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought I
yeah.
recognized that voice.
yeah.
Tell you what, I'll swing you a little closer to the action. So
I knew Penn and Teller were in the game, but I never knew where.
Right. You got Penn and Teller, Chris Hardwick,
Yep.
Oh,
Got
yeah.
Chris
Ice-T.
Hardwick, got Ice-T, got
Ice-T.
Wanda Sykes.
She's in Wonderland.
Oh no,
Yeah.
she's in Wonderland. Okay, my mistake.
I walked in an iced tea using the bathroom
Oh,
once. It was pretty
yeah.
embarrassing. Yeah. I walked in on his stall. He's like, "Yo, I'm in here, man." I was like, "Oh, sorry, Ice."
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was it was a where my acting class was. It was a building on Sycamore and Orange Street in LA. And my acting coach was Tim Colsary, who was in Full Metal Jacket. That was his big movie. And Tim was teaching his class on the 7th floor, and Ice-T had a studio on the same floor. And Tim would always be like, "Yeah, that's Ice-T's studio on that corner." And it was his office, I guess he used. But it was only one bathroom on the floor, and there was in the men's there was a urinal and a stall. So I go in, the urinal was out of order. So I open the stall door, and he's sitting on the throne. He looks like, "Yo, I'm in here." And that's it. It was just, I walked in on him. It was terrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Like,
I wish it was a better story.
Only you would walk in on Ice-T
That's so
and
funny.
live to tell about it.
That's true. Because he was looking down. He goes, "Yo, I'm in here." He was looking at the floor, and I totally caught my surprise. Yeah. It was, I couldn't get out of that bathroom fast enough.
Because that would
Hazmat,
have
what are
been
you saying?
before. That
Just
would have
letting
been
y'all
before-
know. I don't
Yeah.
know if there's a way to get them to go away, but there have been a bunch of chats as of late.
Yeah.
Huh?
Chats as of late as well as yours right now. What do you mean, Hazmat? I'm not sure what you mean.
Oh, what?
I don't know what he said. Meaning bot viewers.
Oh, I missed that. I don't have the chat in front of me, so
Oh,
I've been accused of being a bot before, so it's nothing new to me.
you're looking at my list? Is that what you're saying?
I hear my dog's barking.
I'm not too worried.
I'm not
I can figure it out.
meaning bot viewers. My bad. Look at the PM
Oh, I
viewer
got you.
list.
Well, guys, I got to bounce off of here. I think somebody just got home, and my dogs are barking. And I got to
Okay.
work in the morning.
Yeah.
But did I answer everybody's questions?
Yeah, I do too, man.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I wish I didn't, but yeah. Thanks for having me on here, guys.
Absolutely,
Nice to
but
meet
we're
you,
so
Major.
grateful.
Well, we want to have
Nice
you
to meet you,
back,
Mark.
man. We want to have you back. So
I'll come
the
back. You
next
guys,
opportunity you have.
I got the schedule. Let me know when you want to have me back, and I'll jump on. This is easy. Next time I'll have these LED lights. I'll have more to show off.
It'll be
but-
good. You know,
Maybe I'll have a
We're
poster
excited
of
for the
Wilhelm
growth.
behind me. I'll put my headshot behind me. I'm just kidding. Pictures of myself. All right, you guys. Thanks so much for all the love on here. I appreciate it, you guys.
thanks,
I
man.
can't see the chat, but thanks for having me. I'll see you
they
next
said we
time.
love you, Wilhelm. Much
love
love.
you too. Love you too, guys.
Love you, brother. Love you,
Love
brother.
you too, brother. Happy New Year, guys. Love you too. Bye.
Excellent.
The great Wilhelm.
Right? Wonderful, wonderful having our friend join us today.
Yes, yes.
And I know he got out quick, but we will make sure to add all the ways that you can find him, social media and things. And we can tell you he is also represented by our same convention agent, Miss Wendy Powell, who's also a fellow voice actor. So if you want to get him at your local convention, you can reach out to Powell Entertainment, which we will make that available as well.
I can
Yes.
feel the power.
Time to set you
It's a great
straight.
day when we get to hang out
This is so goddamn sublime.
cohorts.
That
You know,
one needed
it
more
was funny, and I wanted to touch on this story
Hmm.
between Brian and myself while he was here, but we were having so much fun doing other stuff. I never got to it, but that would be 4 years ago now, maybe close to 5, when he and I were both looking for an agent to get us into cons. And we had a conversation walking from acting class where Maji was in and his daughter was in, and neither one of us knew the other that their child was in this acting class at the same time. And it just so happened we were there on the same Saturday, and he and I walked down or up 75, I guess I should say, up 75. You know what I'm talking about. Going north on 75 to the McDonald's, and had this whole long conversation about doing voiceover work and trying to find a manager and trying to get in with Funimation because I didn't have any anime at the time. He didn't have
Oh,
any
just
anime
the
at the
anime.
time. Yeah. And here we are, and he's a guest on our show.
There you
So
go.
it's just, it's just a matter of uh, being patient and sticking to it and keep putting in the work,
Right.
and things will come to fruition. Just like he
Right.
said, he was talking about his failure of his real estate, license test,
Thank
and
you.
so he failed it 7 times, but on the 8th one he passed it. And what's that old, is it Chinese proverb, fall down 7, get up 8? That's a prime example of it right there.
It is. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of how that is working for us, I am happy to say that we have had some responses to our Brick of Clay invitation to some of
Great.
our new voice actor friends. So, chat, I can tell you that a couple of people have agreed to visit with us, and they are already on our schedule. I'll be adding them to the Twitch page. Now, they are, a couple of them are a ways off, but I can let you know that they are going to visit our channel. Not only will Claptrap be visiting us, Mr. Jim Fran, but Jim's going to
Hey.
play with us as well. Jim Fran is going to play. Probably, we might play Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Who knows that
As
day?
I said, I still have one trick up
But
my sleeve, but
other
I'd
people
rather
who have
not use
agreed
it.
to come hang out with us are Miss Marissa Linty, aka
I
the
saw
voice of
Marissa.
Most,
I saw Marissa on there.
as well as the voice of Moxie, Miss Brina
You
Palencia.
got Moxie.
We got
You
Moxie,
got
baby.
Moxie?
We got
I
Moxie.
didn't know. Oh, I'm excited.
Right? I'm so very excited.
Well, Jim is Jim is
Yeah.
going to be like having Brian here. It's going to be a whole lot of energy. So you guys better be prepared. Put your hat on tight and hang on.
Morgan Child said, I failed. No, not Wanda Sykes. No, dear. I don't know Wanda Sykes.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Thank you, Tinsel B, for putting that out in the universe.
I'm
We're going to say
unstoppable.
not yet. We don't know Miss Sykes, not yet, but we will.
I mean, if I could get everybody I wanted, she would definitely be on the list.
Stronger together.
And so would Ice-T.
Oh, yeah. I
The
got
idea of
to
next game
get
with
Ice-T
Ice-T,
on.
I'd lose my mind. I don't know what I would do.
Bruh.
That would be too much fun.
Jeopardy Alpha, she is a legend in stand-up comedy. She's done a lot of television and several films, Miss Wanda Sykes. And she's in Tiny Tina's Wonderland, where she voices what character does she voice? Do you remember?
I can see it, but I don't know the name.
Yeah, because I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
So that's who she is, Jeopardy Alpha. Go to IMDb and look her up. And you'll probably get a whole lot more answers than I can give you. And you'll be well versed, brother. Well versed. And he's like, oh, yes. One that I remember was that she did film-wise was Monster-in-Law. She was hilarious in that.
Is John Swayze going to make an appearance? Yes.
Yeah,
we don't know
we're
when.
going to get. Yes,
because he's a busy man, but he agreed a while back.
Yeah. Yes. Oh yeah.
So we just got to get back in his face, because John Swayze. I mean, I don't know anyone who does more conventions than John.
Yeah, he did 56 weeks in a year. 52 weeks in a year, and he did. I was trying to get my math right. 52 weeks in a year, and he did 42 conventions last year.
That's crazy.
So there were 10 weekends out of the whole year that he wasn't doing anything. 10. I didn't even do 10 conventions last year.
Same.
How crazy is that? Like, this man only had 10 weekends to himself.
Man didn't have any time to rest.
Yeah, exactly.
But it sounds like that would be one of the greatest years of my life.
I know, right?
So
yes, Fred. Thank you, Jeopardy and Tinsel B. Both have the solidified Wanda Sykes character. Yeah, man. To be on the go that much, to doing cons and meeting the fans that much, I think that would be a truly amazing year.
Right.
Like, where you going next? Where you going next? Where you going next? Where you going next? What'd you say?
I said if I had a year like that, the year after that, I may not do nothing.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, we got some more cons for you next year. Put those on hold, please.
Right. Tell them I'm taking a year off.
Tannis is still on board that thing. Run it down.
Tannis is still on board that thing. Run it down. I'll just use this. Use the whip.
Okay, Jeopardy, are you asking me what comedian I think should be in the Borderlands series?
That's a good question.
Laying down some heat.
Eat it.
No, John is a very healthy. His body just repels stuff. I don't think the man's ever been sick.
Who?
Talk about John. He was asking David F. and Steele. David F. and Steele was asking, does John wear a bubble around him with all those cons? And I don't think I've ever seen John sick.
Well, bourbon fixes a lot of ailments.
You said it, I didn't.
I did. I said this so casually. I'm so sorry.
You said it like it was pecan pie or something.
I mean, it's gonna kill most of what ails you.
Yeah, that's true.
Identify this monstrosity's weak points.
That is true.
Very fast. You'll need to destroy its fuel lines if you have any hopes of slowing it down.
Because we had so much fun after hours in the VIP room in Dallas Anime. Anime Dallas.
Oh, I wish I could have been there for that.
Man, oh yes, I wish
Especially a VIP room set up by him.
Oh, Morbid says she just got a follow from John. So tell John we said hello, Morbid. John is a really great guy.
Oh yeah.
Seriously, he's a really great guy. I promise you, you get and hang out. If you ever get the opportunity to hang out with him, more than likely he's going to say, "Come on, let's go eat," and you just put your hands in your pocket and walk on, because he's not going to let you pay for anything.
Ready to unleash this power. Were you even trying?
Boom, 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 boom.
That's all right. It doesn't matter whether it was right now or whether it was a year ago. That's what we're saying. I mean, the guy he's an amazing guy, very fun to be around, a lot of knowledge, about anime as well as other worldly stuff and acting. Just a great person, Morbid. You'd like him. So Glow 23, what's going on, homie?
Say,
Is that Soul Glow?
We noticed that you followed us, and we all started singing. Just let your Soul Glow. Come on. A day to see you on there.
That is hilarious.
Kim Dawson,
man.
fam for life. Wait, that means I know who this person. Who is this person?
Okay, now I need to figure out who this person is.
If you know Kim Dawson, that means we know each
that
other.
means
Who
we
is
know
this?
you.
Did I just
Soul
get run
Glow.
over?
Soul Glow.
Ridiculous.
You're gonna have to hit us up on Instagram so we know exactly who you am.
Right. You don't have to show your identity on here if you don't want.
So we can, you can direct message to DM. Dim. You didn't miss too much Jeopardy Alpha. I see you saying you had to re-up and just rejoin, get back in. You haven't missed too much. We're trying to figure out Soul Glow because we believe we know this person.
Got to.
Oh. Hey, Major.
What's up?
So Soul Glow 23 says, I saw you in SLC in Aladdin on the tour at the Eclipse?
Oh, the Eccles. Oh, okay. SLC is my brain is not working.
I know who this is. I know who this is.
You do?
Yes, I'm gonna say this and then you'll know who it is. Hooker. You know who that is?
What?
Yes.
No, I don't.
Who, by the way, if anybody yes you do. Yes you do.
I know that I do. Now
let it come up on the chat and you're gonna see his first name. Because I did tell him on Instagram, I did tell him that we had a show now. I did tell him. Big nuts.
Yeah.
I will never forget that as long as I live. Fig nuts.
Oh my goodness.
No, he knows who you are.
He says Jared, aka Hooks Rub. Yes, I do. What's good with it? Fig nuts. Amazing.
Yes, man. You have to try some of his. You have to try some of his business.
Oh my gosh,
he is.
I would be happy to try. You know what I would love? I would love for if Marcus and I could do a mukbang, as in the two of us sit down and have a meal with the Hooks Rub on whatever, and just talk about it. That's content.
You know I'm in.
So Glow, if we can discuss that. Look at that, he on top of it. I'll send you some stuff. Look, bro, Bruh.
Yeah, I gotta get in and re-up, man, because I'm down to the last. I used up all that you sent me before, except for a very little bit, because I haven't been grilling lately. So I still got
I
a
just
little bit left of the smoky sweetness. I need the smoky sweetness again,
I
because
just
that
got
make
some
my
stuff.
burgers just jump off the table and walk around the room,
Ooh, do
bruh.
a little dance, hook a little rub,
Yes, sir.
get down tonight. I'm here for it. Um,
Okay, so wait a minute, what?
oh yeah, he
The
explained it.
link deleted. What
Here
link
for it.
deleted?
Yeah. Are you all on the socials? There you go. On the IG.
Yeah,
Because I'll
yeah.
make a TikTok video about it.
Yes,
From the
yes, yes.
Yumptious. Yeah, send it to him.
Okay, I will do
I'm
that.
in
I
New
will do
York.
that. I will do
Um,
that.
but we'd have to have the meal together in Texas anyway.
Well, because you're gonna be here in another 2-3 days, aren't you?
Tomorrow.
See, there it is. And you're gonna be here for at least a week.
2 weeks.
Okay. See?
Vault Hunter,
So we
Okay.
gotta
I'll
work
give you
that out.
time.
We got it. Because the first week I'm busy in the booth, but the second week during
Second
the
week.
day we can do
Right.
something.
And I'll just take off one of my security gig days. I'll probably take off and we can work it out.
We should, you know what? We should do that, and then I don't know what Maj is doing in the evening, but that's the week that Hairspray starts, or that's the
Okay.
weekend they're doing Hairspray.
Okay.
So we could do that and then see the show.
Most definitely.
I got to
And
be
I
here for
still
it
do
too.
want to come in and sit in on a couple of the one
So
or
much
two
power.
rehearsals.
You can do
Just
better than
watch the
that.
master at work.
Right, we can do that next week because there's also tech as well. But where's the come on now? There we go.
I'm telling you, people, go to my man's IG page and see some of the beautiful barbecue that he has cooked. And he has his own spice line. So you can order from him and get some of these different spices if you cook. And it doesn't necessarily have to be barbecue that you're cooking or steaks or anything like that. He does. He's a pit master, true enough, but
I'm unstoppable.
he has all kinds of different foods on his page as well
You
that
hit
he
the
has
ground.
cooked or been a part of in some form of fashion.
I love it.
It's pretty amazing. And my
Um,
man, Mr. Hooker, was I say was because of his new ventures, but he was one of the first actors I met at Kim Dawson.
So goddamn
Uh,
sublime.
and Jarrett is a voice actor extraordinaire
nice.
as well. So no matter what he decided he was going to do, you can see the brother is going to excel. So blessings to you, brother Jay. Hooks Rub, all the success in the world. And we were talking earlier, man. You might want to check back and make sure ain't nobody stealing from you from using your voice from back in the day, like James Earl Jones. You be sitting
Uh,
around,
you
have
said
your
make
baby
sure you
saying,
like.
"Daddy, is that you?"
These are my final moments.
No, I'm not. I just did Aladdin.
1,000 half-completed
I just feel like came back in the day.
countless undiscovered
He said I should
artifacts
ship
unanswered
stuff out
questions.
tomorrow or Monday. Beautiful.
Okay,
Now it appears I never will.
good. That'll be a crowning on the audition that I got to get turned in on Monday. I turned in that other one today, this morning. I shot it about 4 o'clock this morning
Yeah.
and sent it off. Fingers crossed. There's a bunch of big names attached to it.
Yeah. I got another, well, not offer, but it reached out to check my availability, which is a step away from that. But I'll be in Texas. But it's for another new musical, which means my name is on the lips of more than one group of people
There you go.
who are creating new shows for the Broadway.
There you go.
And that is the goal. Nothing better than being too busy too, because sometimes that can get you a role. They're like, well, we couldn't get him because every time we ask, he's busy. So if we just offer him this role, maybe he'll take it over auditioning for something else.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the type of energy I carry in life. I'm an artist. Unless we
Yes.
spend all my time asking for permission, somebody knows I can do what they need.
Somebody knows I can do it.
That's right.
That's the thing.
Yeah, we want him.
Oh, and I know I'll be talking about this again, but I did have my first table read of the new film, my Dark Past.
My Dark Past.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it's gonna be fairly interesting. It's gonna be fairly interesting.
Are there vampires?
I'm looking. No. It's all about the church. But it's very, very interesting story of, some of the devilish stuff that goes on behind the scenes.
Oh, right. You told me this.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. So, nope. Somebody already answered that. Brother Jay was wanting to know if you were in Lion King, but Jeopardy Alpha answered him, said no. Aladdin.
Right, just Aladdin.
Oh, brother. The feeling is mutual. God bless you too, my brother. God bless you.
Not the Texas lottery
ads. I know we both looking to read it at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, man. I know they did me with Caliber Collision like that. I did a Caliber Collision spot, and just so happened I was listening to 105.3, and I heard my own voice coming from the radio, and I said, "Wait a minute, I did that like 6-7 years ago." It's like, what's going on? And I called up Julie, and Jared knows who Jules is. I called up Julie. I said, Julie, I think they're using my Caliber Collision commercial I did way back. And sure enough, they were. So I had to get that check.
Give me my check.
Yeah. So yeah, brother, I'll keep an ear out if they start using some of those Texas lottery spots that we used to do.
Right.
That's right. Pay me my money. But yeah, man, it's crazy how we have to keep an eye on it. The more you do, the more you gotta check in the rearview mirror to see if you're getting everything you're supposed to get.
Always.
Did she? Yeah, man, Julie. She and I saw them I saw Julie last week before she went on vacation. Yeah, she's all frosted out now, man. She had the dark hair. She's got the frost going now. Oh, I'm gonna slide up here and see what this is. Why this is going.
Oh, we got a message from Bryan.
Please release it all onto the EchoNet. And third,
Hey, science lady.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to miss your big moment.
Saying he had a grand old time.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Old time.
kill these sons of bitches.
Will you even try?
Okay.
Making headlines.
We need to get Brother Jay on here and let him talk about his business.
Oh yeah.
Brother Jay, would you be interested in joining the Streamcast live at some point, getting in your schedule, and let's promote your business while we're out here, and you can talk about because you are still, as far as I'm concerned, still one of the original voice actors coming out of Kim Dawson. So
Look, he can be on the mukbang. What would be better?
yeah, that would be.
Like we make the food, and while we sit there and eat the food, we invite him on to talk about it.
True.
So if you have some time in the next 2 weeks, we can figure it out for sure. I would love that because I've been talking to Marcus about us doing other things, to bring
Right.
people back to this moment. Now, mind you, I'm a large black man, and me eating food in front of other people for the sake of entertainment.
But you're large because your talent is so large. And your star shines brightly. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Because you didn't even let me finish before you flipped it.
I just trying to tell the truth, brother. Just trying to tell the truth.
We're
gonna
get you in the ring.
Hilarious.
And brother Jay says he'd be down for that. Hit him up and get him on the calendar. So yeah, cool. That works.
We're gonna do it.
So we can get him in here and let him talk it up. See, look right there. Tinsel B said you light up the room no matter what.
Oh, you sound like my mom. What are we gonna eat? That's what I want to talk about.
Bruh.
I'm already excited.
See?
Rubber dub dub with the hooks
already. Yeah, if I'd have known Jay was gonna be on tonight, I'd have had some of it sit. I'd have had that bottle sitting right here. Like, see how empty this is? I've been kind of rationing it out though, man, because I just been kind of hanging on to it. But then I haven't been grilling as much lately either. But when he first into it, I was on the grill all the time. Not the time, the time. Penn and Teller.
There they go.
Viewers, comment on the stream and tell us how you want the Vault Thief to die. We got moderators standing by.
Yep, I sure do. I sure do have the old label.
Yeah, buddy. What you got?
Oh, look out, man. He took 2 shots. Oh, you're not using the other gun. I was
I
like,
switched the gun up.
You done shot more than once here. What's going on?
This isn't over. Terror. Hit them directly.
Hand cannon. Boom. Boom.
This one's pretty strong, too.
Right under the chin, too. And away he goes.
That's how she wrote. You probably have my old label. You need the new label. The black label.
The black label. Oh.
Oh boy.
Janice is released. Or is she? She's got wings now.
Kill pain, kill terror. Yeah, bro. Goodness. Pardon me, sir.
Oh, take that.
Look at him on top. Upside down. Spoopy. Done. I'll just take some pretty stuff.
Is he trying to break dance? What are you doing?
That's what it looks like, right?
Go ahead, make your observation. You're a siren too.
Yes, that is how I've been speaking in your head and charging the vault keys. As for my
All
particular
right, beautiful
powers, I'm
people.
able to manipulate machines and anything else
This
that
is where we're
occurs.
going to end
It
this
is known as
tonight.
phase shifting. You
Because
could
we
call
got to
it
get on a
wisdom of
plane
a guardian
tomorrow.
angel.
I got things to
Yeah.
do.
I had
Say
intended
prayers
to
for
tell
Major
you
on his
but
flight back
my
down to the
dad
big
murdered me, but
TEXAS.
you said
And
no.
say
And now
prayers
all
for
you
your
want
boy
to
as I have
I'm
a
star.
audition that I have to
See you
turn
back
in
aboard
by
Sanctuary Vault Hunter. Oh,
Sunday
and
for a lead in a movie.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. And we ended on a level up. Nothing could
Level
be.
up.
We want to wish you all a great night. Actually, we're going to raid a channel. Let's see who we want to raid today.
And I'm going to say prayers to all my Borderlands fam out there. Thank you once again for joining A Brick of Clay. We always enjoy hearing from everyone who's in and listening. And we always want you to feel safe and know that we love you and we appreciate you.
That's right. Let's see. Oh,
Most definitely, Jay. Most definitely.
where my mind wanders. No one
Let's
wants that.
raid our
Bologna
homie.
and cheese, you have a good night, my brother. Tinsel B, much love. You can bawl your eyes out. It's okay. That's why this is a safe space. Jackie. Good night, Jackie.
Much love, all of y'all.
Good night, Jeopardy Alpha. Did Morbid go back
Go
to
see our
her
friend.
Five Guys?
David effing Steele. We are coming your way, buddy.
David effing Steele.
Much love,
Always
y'all.
got my prayers
See you
up for you,
next
Jeopardy.
You are my rescuer. Thanks
on
again.
Brick of Clay.
Peace.
Okay. Let's ending the broadcast.
Who we raiding? Who we raiding? Who we raiding? Who we raiding?
Come on.